My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Abu Dhabi fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. But before we jump into this card, let me spend 30 seconds and brag about myself. I'm on a nice little 3-card win streak. Here's the last 3 cards for Big Ange. Noticeably included in this is UFC 318. That was last weekend. I made some money. Did I make enough to put my kids through college? No. Absolutely not. But am I down 19 units like what seems to be the rest of the universe in this space? Absolutely not. I'm up a nice clean 0.42 units last week. But over the last 3 events, I'm averaging more than 1 unit per card, a 23% ROI, and I'm proud of it. That shit was chaos. 4 fights on the main card went to the dog, one right after the other. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. And you know how I avoided the chaos, Jacob?
I don't know.
I didn't double up on shit. I didn't double up on a single thing. I didn't have one single person in more than one bet, if that makes sense. I also had a good feeling about Pitbull, so I had a little bet on him. So, yeah, proud of myself.
Did you pick Pitbull? I thought you picked Dan.
I picked Dan because I said at this point I can't trust these Bellator people, but I'm betting on Pitbull here.
And I picked Pitbull, but didn't bet Pitbull.
Yeah.
Even on the stream, I was like, we'll go with the chat. Chat's all over Ige. Let's play some money on Ige. And they're like, nice bet, asshole. I'm like, I picked Pitbull.
You did this. You
Literally.
did this. No, everybody's a genius on a Sunday or as soon as the decision is done. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm on this nice, quiet little win streak, making things happen. And there are people in this universe that want to point out the one best that misses, the one bet that didn't hit. Those same people have their pronouns in their email signature at work. So I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is delivering the best possible product on this planet. And we do that at WeWantPicks.com because we offer tools. We offer insight. We have artificial intelligence. We have 5 cappers. And of course, we have the bets. So while there's Eurotrash out there trying to charge $100 for a month with no tools whatsoever and random tennis bets, we are over here giving you the best MMA package on planet Earth for $10 an entire month. I'm going to start with the tools. One of the very best tools that we have or anybody has in this space is a fight simulator. This is a tool coded from scratch. It brings in historical grappling and striking stats, historical prize picks, historical underdog numbers. It brings all of that information in, and then it simulates every single fight on that card 100,000 times. And then not only does it give you the outputs of who it thinks is going to win, it tells you how they're going to do it, meaning this person lands this many strikes, this person lands this many takedowns, this person scores this many points in prize picks. And you can use all that information for whatever you want. We also have a tool called the Tape Index. For those of you who like to do your own research, you're watching us for a couple of laughs, you're here for a good time for a few hours on a Tuesday night, but then you're going to go do your own tape study. You know that the time it takes to go find these damn video clips alone is worth $10. So we line it all up for you. Every fighter on every card, now and into the future. Their full fight history, how they won those fights, scorecards, all of that. If there's a red play button, you click it, video pops up, you are off to the races. We have an optimizer. I used to call it the DraftKings optimizer. But not only does it build DraftKings fantasy lineups, it also builds FanDuel fantasy lineups. All of that, 38 other things that I'm not going to keep mentioning because people get annoyed with the intro, is available for $10 an entire month. 4 fight cards for that $10. You're going to get UFC Abu Dhabi. You're going to get the Albazi fight night. You're going to get the Roman Dolidze fight night. And then you're going to get UFC 319. And who knows what that co-main event's going to be. How about that, Jacob?
TBD?
It's nuts. Like, they
It's
can't
add
add.
out, Dana said.
They can't. So he's not going to waste any time putting a good one on. Like, they can't. They're not just going to get a. What fight could they possibly put together on 3 weeks' notice that is co-main event pay-per-view worthy? Out of thin air, because it would just move up the card.
I think I saw it on Twitter, but I think it would be Crazy Kevin Marcel.
Do they have a... They're going to shoot Crazy Kev out of a cannon? How are they going to get him to that cage?
I mean, his legs, what does that mean?
He could sit in this chair and his feet wouldn't touch the ground, Jacob. That's not a fair match. There's weight classes for a reason.
He would fucking clean you, dude.
Oh, one of those.
You
little
put
fancy...
you guys in a fucking on
He
some
would
mats, and he kills you.
He would fit in a hamster wheel, Jacob.
And he still
Fit in a hamster
fucking
wheel.
kills you.
I could redo the intro of the Twins poster and
You're
lean
not
on his
getting
little
close to
ass
this
like
guy.
this.
You're getting within 6 feet of this guy, and you're getting chinned.
My arms are twice as long as his legs, going absolutely nowhere, pal.
You fucking put out cold, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we see him at Noche, come say hi. We'll redo the picture, the Twins picture, just like this.
You're
I'll
6
lean on his
foot.
head. 3. I've been lying about the 3. 6'2" and 3/4. Jacob and I will be actually no. Let me go back to this. In all sincerity, what the hell are they gonna do? Why even write TBD? Just make it a shitty co-main event and move on. Like, there's not a credible fighter at that level who's gonna step up and be like, yeah, I'll co-main event 319. Who? Kevin Holland was your best shot, and it's not gonna be him.
I don't know, man.
It's a mess.
You asked me a question I'm not prepared to answer. If I would have been given a heads up or something, maybe I could have a prepared answer. But at the top of my head right now, I'm struggling to come up with a name.
I thought you were off the cuff, Jacob. You make fun of me having notes. Now look
Well,
at
if
you.
I knew the topic ahead of time, you mean improv something else or something? I don't know.
Well, we're going to be at Noche. We will be there. We'll be at Noche UFC. That's September 13th here in San Antonio. I don't know what the plan is. It's not like Vegas where you just kind of wander around the casinos. And
Are you driving?
Tiff's trying to get me to fly. Probably drive. But Tiff sent me she's like, flights are $49. Which if they are $49, that's even cheaper than driving. I just like I hate driving. I'm not if we go.
I think me and you in a car for 5 hours is peak entertainment. We throw a camera up.
Will you drive my car?
Yeah, I have no issues. I'd rather you
Awesome.
drive.
Yeah, perfect. Then let's do it.
Because,
I'll passenger princess it.
Your driving is.
It's
not great.
aggressive.
I don't mind driving. Yeah.
All right, yeah. You drive my car. We can fit all the shit in there. We're good to go. Perfect. That's why I hate car rides. I don't like doing the driving. But if somebody else is driving, we're good.
It's an easy drive. Just hop on the interstate and go.
80% of it is through nothing whatsoever. There's just nothing. So
Good
yeah,
place
we'll
to, drop a body.
Buc-ee's. We'll pass about 4 of those.
BUC's.
Yeah, just throw one of those in the
I
feeders.
still have never been inside of BUC's.
You've never been to a Buc-ee's?
Nope, I just drove by it one time when I moved here. It's the only time I've ever seen one. Is the one on.
I guess you don't go south. Yeah.
In East Texas, when I was moving here, I literally didn't know what they were until I made that long curve on the interstate, and I see some gas pumps, and then more gas pumps, and then more, and I'm
It's
like
150.
Then I start looking down the road, and I'm like, what the fuck is this place? Busey's.
The craziest part about it is it's not a truck stop. It is specifically not for 18-wheelers. It is just for people in their regular size cars. It's absolutely crazy. We'll hit up a Buc-ee's. But yeah, we're going to be at Noche. Maybe we'll find a bar. Somebody, Steve Balboni in our Discord said that somebody he knows owns a bar down there. We'll figure something out. We'll post up at a bar. We'll hang out with the boys. Are you ready to go ahead and break down this card, Jacob?
I think so. I do want to say thank you first of all, because obviously I'm speaking for myself here. I've been struggling. My bets have been fucking struggling lately. A lot of good reads. So even this week, I was probably one of the only people that was like, hey, Costa could come in aggressive and give some trouble. There could be a close fight late. I even said that Zellhuber was a fucking bullshit point fighter, and that could be a close fight. And what did I do? I fucking bet on both of them. But we still got to – it's easy to say thank you to you guys when things are going well and everyone's screaming your name. And, that's when it's easy. But the people that stick around every single week that just enjoy our breakdowns, that enjoy me and Angelo – arguing and stuff. I just want to say, while things are not going good, the people that stick around and stuff, we appreciate you that are premium members, because I still get crazy views on my quick pick videos. The lock of the week, still getting crazy views and stuff like that. And the live streams too. The live streams, I think I've only done, I was not doing them for a while. I jumped back in. I think I've did the last 3 cards, and the views have been great. We are over 1,000 people watching at one time. This past week, with over 30,000 views on the channel overall, or on the video overall. So I just want to say thank you. I know a lot can get lost with all the ups and downs, but everyone that just sticks around and just enjoys who we are. We appreciate it. And I want to point out specifically, too, because they have the top fans in the chat now. If you guys don't know, the live chat ranks you based on XP now, either messages or super chats or stickers or whatever. And the top 3 fans who have the most XP in one stream, I don't know if Angel wants to do it, but for my live streams, the top 3 fans at the end of every live stream, I'm keeping their names down. And at the end of the year, we want to do something to give back for being like the most supportive people in the chat, either with super chats or with just being in the chat, because you get XP with just messages and stuff like that. So I want to shout out Jaffa Raza, Scuba, and Chris Augie. That were my top 3 fans in that order on the Saturday live stream. So just want to say thank you for everyone that sticks around and supports us and is always here. And hopefully we'll always be here with you guys. But we don't know the future holds.
The end got a little ominous there.
But you're crossing streets every day. You never know when that bus is going to come.
That took a turn.
Yeah.
Chopper Raza, I think he was like top 3 in our last stream together too. So that dude's out here supporting.
Do you want to throw all to make it combined? That way you have incentive to watch both streams. Like instead of me doing my own thing and doing a giveaway and you doing your own thing and giving a giveaway like on these streams and stuff for the top 3 fans at the end of the year, let's combine them. That way you're incentivized to watch both streams. And then so top 3 of these streams and my Saturday streams, we'll keep track every single week. And at the end of the year, we'll do some sort of raffle and pick 1 or 3 people or something and do a giveaway of some sort.
I'm always down to do giveaways. We've done a few random giveaways like the secondary channel we have, Pix Nation, if that gets to 10,000. We've done some stuff like that. The problem with those type giveaways is bots, and there must be like giveaway farms that fucking comment, if comment and like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That shit does not work. But what YouTube's doing with the XP, which is quite literally people who have to interact with you earn, their own XP. I don't know how the system works, but it's like, yeah, that's real. These are not bots. These are not people just trying to get a quick giveaway because they liked and watched some random.
And I think
stream.
It was Chris Augie that gave away. Some of you might pop in today and see that you are a random channel member all of a sudden. I think it was Chris Augie gave away like 20 gifted members on Saturday too. So if you guys show up and all of a sudden you just randomly have a crown next to your name, that's why.
Yeah, it should be. I'm down to give away tons of stuff for the people that support us always. So we can figure that as we go and run with that. I'm going to plug this and then we'll hit. We got a couple of super chats. If you want to send some mail, send some mail. I don't know who watched the vlog. It's too high up for me to grab without a ladder. Somebody sent me. I
watched the fucking vlog and
what?
I'm not sure if that like seafood boil, was there any seasoning or anything on that stuff?
That water was fucking red.
You pulled it out and it just looks like there's nothing on it.
It doesn't change color. It absorbs inside.
You didn't throw anything on it afterwards? Aren't you supposed to sprinkle some stuff on there or something? It looked very white.
You don't sprinkle anything on it. Did you not see Casey fucking dunk a lobster tail in butter and just...
You know why? I mean, I we had this conversation. I think it was in the chat with web guy Josh, but lobster doesn't taste good because you just soak it. And you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody is just eating lobster. They're dunking it in butter. You soak it in butter. You don't like lobster. You like butter. What are we doing? Nobody likes lobster.
Just excuses to put butter on shit. Listen, so that's my 4th attempt at a seafood boil. I fucked up the first 3, and to your point, was it seasoned? 2 of the first 3 were too seasoned. It was entirely too spicy. Nobody could even look in its direction, let alone eat it. 1 of the 3, I overcompensated. There was no seasoning whatsoever. Then this one, I called my buddy from Louisiana who walked me through it, and I was like, hey, I've been doing like 15 minutes with the lobster. Then I had the shrimp for another 15. And he was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, you boil that shit for 4 minutes. His accent's not nearly as thick as this. I'm going to stop doing that.
That's not even
it's not. A Louisiana accent is different.
I'm gonna buy you.
He does because he says boil. You boil that for 4 minutes. Then you kill the heat. You put ice on it. You sit it for 10 and it's done. And that's what we did. And it was perfect. So
thank you, fucking What's
Hayes.
his name? Thank you, fucking Guy Fieri, for that fucking recipe breakdown. Why'd you just randomly give us a recipe?
I was explaining. I don't know, actually. I was just defending the flavors, basically, is what happened there. Listen, if you want to send something for the vlog, we film vlogs, we open mail. Jacob, I got a couple of things for you from the last vlog. I just haven't seen you since then. But somebody, see, a second ominous comment. Somebody screenshot. I don't even know when it was taken because it was in this house, but I had a microphone. So I don't know why I had a microphone in my media room in this house, but I did. And I was holding it like this and my mouth was open, and it definitely looks like it's something it's not supposed to be. They screenshot it, printed it, framed it, and mailed it to me. No return, no context, nothing. Just that. And the only reason I opened it is... If
only there was a way you could show the picture.
All right, I have to stand up. All right, you entertain the people. Hurry up.
Life is crazy.
Climate. Oh, God.
It's never really what it seems. Because first we were chilling, now I'm catching feelings. Can you tell me what this means?
It's this. I don't know what the context is, but that's this house. Isn't it, Jacob? That's this house when I first moved in.
What?
I think.
No, that was when you were doing a random Saturday like a fight companion at your the other one, the small one.
Oh, that is what you're right. That is what it is.
Random free time and
when you were what was that period of time where you were happy and responsibility free? That's right. That's where, all right, that makes more sense. So this motherfucker went back 2 years, found this screenshot, or found this video, screenshot it, framed it, mailed it to me. The frame was like the glass broke, which is why I opened it. I actually opened this 2 weeks ago because I got the mail and I heard glass everywhere. I was like, uh-oh, what is this? Anyway, let's hit up some comments. Let's go ahead and break down these fights. Brandon is a new member. Welcome. That's a YouTube member. Not a premium member, just so I don't want people to accidentally sign up for that thinking they're going to get the bets. But thank you, Brandon, for the support over here on YouTube. $2 from Badara Fall. Nobody wants to hang out with you, Angelo. Only Jacob. Fine. Hang out with fucking Jacob.
I can't wait for I can't fucking right now. I can't fucking wait for fucking Noche. It'll be fun. I think we're gonna really enjoy that drive. I think you underestimate how fun just a 5-hour drive can be.
I hate car rides, but if you're doing the driving, then maybe I won't hate it.
I literally.
If you're doing the driving, maybe we just.
I don't mind just fucking driving and fucking.
Dude, maybe I just put my phone there and we just live stream me getting drunk and you driving us to Noche.
You're getting drunk while I'm driving?
Yeah.
You can't have open containers in the car, Angelo.
They're mine, officer. Officer, they're mine.
It doesn't matter. You can't have open containers in the car at all. What are you, fucking stupid or something?
Oh, that sucks.
You think you can just fucking drive around getting drunk?
Not the driver.
Oh, my God.
What if you're like, officer, I'm his DD? They're going to be like, you're under arrest? No, you can't be responsible? Come on.
How inconsiderate is that as well? That's
it's
worse
definitely
than just
inconsiderate.
Sleeping.
No, it is. No, it's not worse than sleeping because I'm interacting with you. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, yeah, you're having too much fun.
Yeah.
Snitching. He's talking about fucking live streaming illegal activities. Like, oh, here's an open container in a fucking car while we're live. What the hell are we talking about?
I don't know if that's. I gotta look it up. The next Lennon, $4.99. Thanks to kids, I somehow found a way to lose a ton of money this past weekend. So can we make millions this week, boys? I'm sending something soon. All right, let me start this over. Thanks to kids. There's got to be a typo in here somewhere. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats. And yeah, whatever you send for the vlog, if there's something specific you want us to say when we open it, say it. Appreciate you. Enema. Speaking of Ange and his lack of seasonings due to 0 black friends because he's a cop, first of all, that statement is racist.
What? Didn't you see that video that just came out? That guy just sitting in his car.
Punched through the window?
Punched through the window, just fucking slugged him, and he just looked at it. Dude, the way he just looked at the camera because he knows what's about to happen, he just That is hit in the face, and he's just like, it's crazy.
And that's not even like one of those. That one's a hard one for rednecks to defend too, because rednecks will always be like, "What'd we see before the video? Why didn't you just comply?" He was like, "Why'd you pull me over?" They're like, "Get roll." He's like, "But why did you pull me? I'm just asking why you put." And then they just smashed it and beat his face in. It's like, fuck. And then I think their excuse for pulling him over was your headlights weren't on. And he's like, it's daytime. They're like, it's raining. He's like, no, it's not. So it was messy. Speaking of Ange and his lack of blah, 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 I'm eating this now and have to say Tabasco sweet and sour. You're eating what now? Tabasco sweet and sour? That's how you brag about having taste? I don't know what you're putting on.
That cop was Jacob. I love black people.
Too much.
What?
He collects them.
What?
You ever see that movie where they have them in the basement?
Oh my God, dude.
What was that first Jordan? What was that first Jordan Peele?
Are you watching?
That Jordan Peele horror movie.
What movie?
What was that
are
one?
you watching?
Get Out. Get Out. It's called Get Out.
That's not what the movie's about at all.
Speaking of, D says can't stand these guys. Angelo and his phenomenal cooking skills and fight foods. The fact that D loves the fight foods vlogs as much as he does, I honestly, this is gonna sound insane.
He's not your black friend. He's mine.
What's insane is he quite literally is the first person I think of when I publish it. Because I'm like, I know he's going to comment on it that he liked it. Did he like this one? I don't know why. Because I filming those are weird because it's like annoying but also really fun. So I do like to see the feedback.
I mean, imagine 20 years from now going back and watching that type of stuff.
Oh, I am like documenting my life at some point. I've watched old ones before. You know which one I go back to is when I hung out. The last time I hung out with all of my friends that I grew up with was like a year and a half ago in Nashville. And I happened to be a pair of views, so I vlogged part of that. So sometimes I'll go back and watch
what I do?
The bullshit with my friends. What do you do?
Every night before I go to sleep, I watch my UFC 285 vlog where I wore this shirt and I was able to meet, get that thing off.
It was my bad.
And I was able to meet Amanda Ribas for the first time. And it is her fight week this week, but I was there and I met her, and there's a vlog if you guys want to watch it, but I watch that every night before I go to bed.
Yeah, and what's funny is I like your vlogs a lot, obviously. Your vlogs and my vlogs are very different vibes, which is cool. Mine are like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll just film all of it. Yours is like purposeful and montagey, which is nice. And you have better music.
I have incredible talent everywhere.
And then there's our final comment before we hit a breakdown. Ernie says, hey, Angelo, doesn't your sponsor have fight gear? Artem's car got broken into and they stole his boxing stuff. Yeah, obviously Hayabusa is a big partner of ours. Hayabusa makes...
Does Artem need stuff?
This is the first I'm hearing of this. So I don't know if Hayabusa ships to Australia, but if they do, we got you, Artem. You're part of the freaking crew here. Let me know, dummy. But yeah, Hayabusa is a big supporter of ours. Hayabusa makes the highest end boxing, kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu stuff you're going to get. At least at scale. Obviously, there's like mom and pop.
There's like pick Daniel Zellhuber. Did you really? Wow, what an idiot, dude.
Yeah, what kind of moron picks the biggest favorite on a card? Oh, this is that fucking gay... Not him. That gay loser, dude. This dude is obsessed with me, and it's so weird. Angelo picks Zellhuber.
What's wrong with being a homosexual, Angelo?
No, that and a loser. The two combined is a problem.
But what does the sexuality matter?
Because usually if you're gay, you're sweet.
I have 1,000 people that sit there and watch me watch fights every Saturday, and I think 95% of them are homosexuals. Don't upset my fan base.
Okay.
The way they talk to me, I'm pretty sure they're all homosexuals.
Does Angelo have his birth feet? I don't know what this means, and I feel like I should be offended. I have had no foot surgeries. If that's I feel like I should be offended, but I'm not entirely sure. So I might be. And then the last thing here that I saw, I really deleted my Instagram DM to We Want Picks because I got left on scene. If you were left on scene, it's me on the Instagram, but like there's a million pieces of information. Did you send it at night? Because I go to bed early and I might have seen it and I forgot about it in the morning. Did you send it during a fight card? Like there's a million. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. If you say something and you need a reply and I didn't reply, just follow up with me. I need a nudge every now and then. I got too much going on. Let's go ahead and break down this damn fight card. Opening up the UFC Abu Dhabi fight card, we have Martin Buday taking on Marcus Buchecha. Martin Buday, 15-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on a 2-fight win streak, taking on UFC newcomer, Jiu-Jitsu phenom, 5-1 Marcus Buchecha, who is 4-1 in his last 5. Martin Buday is a guy we've broken down before. He's an interesting guy to break down because outside the UFC, he's knocking people's heads off. He's got good power in his hands. He has 11 stoppage wins in his career. He's got good footwork. He throws everything with 100% intent. Inside the octagon, though, he does average almost 5 significant strikes landed per minute, but he is hittable, and he's a slow starter. He's not really finding those finishes. He is coming off that short notice win over Uran Satilbayev. He's taking on Marcus Buchecha. This guy's a BJJ nightmare. He is a heavyweight who grapples like a much smaller guy. He can grapple really well off his...
Do you have any BJ nightmares?
No. They're all dreams. Sometimes wet. His striking is not very good, but he has no problem coming forward, swinging as hard as he can, and getting after it. He does carry some power. Being that he needs to get fights to the ground to win them, his takedowns aren't as good as you would want, but he's kind of relentless. He'll just keep trying. He'll just keep shooting them. He is closer, in my opinion, and I feel like the read here is against the general public. He's closer to a BJJ nerd than he is a complete MMA fighter. I broke this fight down before there were odds anywhere. And every fight I break down, I try to do so without knowing the odds. Sometimes you just stumble upon them. But this fight, they didn't even exist. So I broke it down clean with no outside influence whatsoever. And I picked Martin Buday. I do wish Martin had fought like a nasty wrestler before so I could really judge the takedown defense. Right now, Martin is listed as 100% takedown defense. That's a bit artificial because he hasn't fought anybody with phenomenal takedowns. But I am going to pick Martin. He is the more well-rounded fighter. We've got a phenomenal jiu-jitsu guy that needs to get it to the ground and an actual well-rounded MMA fighter. I wish Martin was a little more dangerous, but I think I like the fact that he doesn't come out guns blazing. Will take his time, stay on the outside, maybe defend a few takedowns, touch up Marcus, and Marcus is going to be a little fish out of water here. Buday's going to be the pick, but, you know, he's kind of sloppy and not dangerous. What do you think, Jacob?
Sounds like you. Yeah, this honestly feels like one of the hardest, and it sounds stupid because you're talking about Martin Buday, but it feels like this is like the hardest matchup they could give this guy in the division for all the reasons that you listed. He is a guy that isn't going to commit to a big shot, which a lot of these jiu-jitsu guys need that type of level change. They're not shooting these like great singles or blast doubles. They want to time a level change so it makes it easier on them because they're not the best at doing it. And if you're not sitting those big shots and he has to shoot, now you got this big ass, durable, sweaty dude that knows jiu-jitsu as well. He's not lost on the ground. Martin Buday is also very good at jiu-jitsu. So even if you get the takedown, he's also not like a typical like clueless heavyweight on the ground. They can just take his back and submit. Maybe he's able to do that. And the odds suggest that he probably should be able to do that, get a takedown, threaten a submission of some sort, at least get a dominant win. But Marc Buday, as you mentioned, could just kind of pump out the jab. Durable guy, knows how to survive on the ground. And if the fight extends, we've seen Marcus in a 3-round fight lose before. Now, he was pretty relentless in that fight. I mean, even when he wasn't getting takedowns, he was standing there, throwing back in the pocket, trying to sweep positions, doing everything he could. Didn't get the decision win, but he was slowed down. He was getting sloppy. And at the UFC level, when that starts happening, it gets really bad for you, especially a guy that can just kind of lay on sloppy volume, like a guy like Martin Buday, be heavy on you against the fence and stuff like that. So I'm in the same boat you are. I got to take the veteran here. I mean, he's 15-2. He knows how to survive on the ground. He's been there, done that, a lot of experience. And this guy, Marcus, is a little bit too jiu-jitsu for me.
It's almost like early Mackenzie Dern. And early Mackenzie Dern had a couple of easy, quick wins against lesser talent, and then fought some decent people and didn't have that success. Marina Rodriguez, who was well-rounded beater. Amanda Ribas, who was well-rounded beater. Martin Buday's pretty well-rounded. I'm surprised they didn't give Marcus, and this is short notice for Marcus. Martin Buday was already on this card, I believe, against somebody else.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't say, you know what, you're a decent-looking dude. You're not super young, so let's give you a couple of wins and make something out of you. And give him like Lucas Bresky, right? Give him a heavyweight who has no ground game. But they're like, here's a well-rounded guy. Good luck. So I don't know if I could go ahead and bet on Martin because he's just not dangerous enough. And if Martin wins, it's going to be a very fucking nerve-wracking 15 minutes. But I do think Martin is going to win here, plus 250. Maybe these get crazy. I was debating an inside-the-distance decision, no action. But if Marcus loses, he's going to get submitted. So that bet doesn't make sense either. So I haven't done anything yet here. I don't think I will. If
Marcus loses, he's going to get submitted.
I meant to say Martin. These names are too similar for me with my fucking half a lisp. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything with this fight. If I do, I guess stay tuned and make sure notifications are turned on inside the app. If you do want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. Big Ange, am up 3 weeks in a row doing quite well. Check out my bets and the rest of the crews at WeWantPicks.com. Just click Becoming Members. $10 for an entire month's worth of access.
I'm sitting here eating some ooey gooey.
Eating rabbit shit because Hoopsie says you eat rabbit shit.
Look at these ooey gooey. Where do you think these are from?
Those are gooey. So somebody make those?
And that just brings us to today's sponsor, McDonald's. Those are McDonald's chocolate chip cookies. Not only do they have chocolate chip cookies, they have French fries, they have cheeseburgers, and I'll be honest, Angelo, I believe I'm eating enough snack wraps to make sure the snack wraps never go away again. Boy, do I love the snack wraps. They are back. You can get a 2 snack wrap meal, large fry, large drink, for only $19.99 today at your local McDonald's. Burger King was a sponsor last week. I got a call from Mr. McDonald.
Yeah.
And he said, I need that big back Angelo under my umbrella because people are going to trust what he says. So
the fact that I couldn't do the Big Mac in under a minute probably helped him out. Like, that might be big. His fat ass couldn't do it.
There's a guy he's eating one thing on every.
I know, that's Zach.
But he did a 1 bite Big Mac.
That's his whole thing. Every single thing on the menu in as few bites as possible. He did a Big Mac in 1 bite. He's doing it all.
And
it's
he
crazy.
Actually did it.
No, I know. I think it's the same dude from Barstool, but he says he's not. But that seems crazy that he's not because they look identical and they have the same name. Angel, our buddy Angel, who we haven't heard from in a while, said, "Sup, hermanos. Angelo looking slim and kind of sexy. I've been gaining weight like a motherfucker, so thank you for that. Jacob looking Dominican with that bushy beard. Love it. Stay black." Angel, we appreciate you.
Que lo que, Angel? Que lo que?
We'll probably do a call-in show this Thursday. Call in, say hi to the boys. Thanks for being here, Angel. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Mohammad Yahya taking on Stephen Nguyen. Mohammad Yahya 12-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is on back-to-back losses, taking on Stephen Nguyen, 9-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's also looking for a win in the UFC. Mohammad Yahya is seemingly not very good, right? This guy can't find a win at all. Mohammad Yahya is a patient striker. He stands tall. He keeps his hands low. He's got traditional martial arts background, so that's why he's going to do that. He's like a Timu wonder boy, but he does have a decent chin, and while he likes to plot forward, he doesn't throw very much. It's all just sort of empty karate pressure. He can be a bit low volume. He does fall behind and fall over for no reason whatsoever. You go do your tape study, you will see this guy just falling to the ground. He's going to look to hold you against the cage. He's going to look to try to get some things going. He is 0-2 in the UFC. He's coming out that finish loss to Caio Fernandez, taking on Stephen Nguyen. Stephen Nguyen is a well-rounded fighter, heavy hands, slick submissions. He's a composed striker who stays light at his feet. He moves really well. He absolutely will send a right hand down the middle Nice trip takedowns. He will snatch up submissions. He was a really hot prospect coming into that UFC debut. He didn't quite live up to those expectations, but I still think he's a good fighter, and I don't think Muhammad Yahya is. So Stephen Nguyen's going to be the pick. I think he's just quite literally the better fighter everywhere. And while Yahya can be tough, and he's on this card because of where this card is. He's in the UFC because of where these cards have been. It's going to be Stephen Nguyen. He doesn't have as much experience. He has the exact same amount of wins as Yahya does, but he's just a better fighter. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, this is, I would be very surprised and very heartbroken if Yahya somehow won this fight. I was actually at that Steven fight against Jarno, and I'll be honest, Steven, I don't know if you heard me during that fight. I don't know if you're going to watch this breakdown. I have no idea. But I was very rude to Steven because I was very high on Jarno that week. He was an underdog. Was almost my lock of the week, I think, and I had a lot of money right on Jarno, and I kept saying, hey, Jarno, this guy thinks he's a boxer, and Jarno was kind of lighting him up in the boxing, but Steven is actually a pretty good boxer, and he showed his toughness in that fight. I mean, Jarno was lighting him up, but he kept moving forward, tried to get things done. He was landing some stuff on his own. Jarno was just kind of a step ahead of him. Yahya should not be a step ahead of him in the striking. Steven showed he's a tough kid. He's a better striker. He should get it done. Obviously, for what we saw last week, more crazy things have probably happened than, Stephen Nguyen kind of blowing this and Yahya winning like some crazy fight in basically his hometown, I guess. But his striking just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, he is in an unfortunate situation here because they keep giving him like opportunities. They're not necessarily easy matchups. They're not doing him any favors, but yes, you.
Cowie was really fucking up his calf, and he looked clueless on, like, he was like, oh, I don't know how to, we never trained defending. Like, he looked like he had no idea what was going on. Steven's got a really good calf kick, so keep that in mind.
There you go. Yeah, Steven wins both of the picks, $9,200. A little bit of a tricky spot there because I do think he wins. Muhammad Yahya is kind of tough, and yeah, Caio Fernandez finished him, but that dude almost finished Garam a few times. Like, he's a beast. So it's going to be a weird, I don't know if Steven's going to run right through him or just win a pretty straightforward fight. We're going to need a finish here for him to be worth that $9,200, especially in a card like this where we might be loaded with finishes. So if you're in that camp and you do think he finds a finish,
second round finish, lock it in.
Then there you go. Throw him in your DraftKings fantasy lineup. If you want some validation on that, go check out our artificial intelligence, see what that picked, just solely off historical data. Go check out the optimizer, which will build DraftKings fantasy lineups for you using inputs like ownership and scoring projections. Or go check out the fight simulator, which will simulate these fights, tell you who it thinks wins, and how, and I said I assume the fight simulator is a man because it's good at math, and how many points they'll score along the way. You can check all that out right now at WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chats here. $2.
Who's
Roberto,
the top fans?
I don't know. I don't have YouTube open.
Angel,
doing that.
Angel's number 1. Next Lennon's number 2. And Enema, number 3 with our guy, Knuckle Knockout right here.
There we go. Those top 3 is funny because those are all names we've seen for quite some time, and the XP's working itself out. Roberto Cibrian, is Nguyen is Nguyen a 100% a lock? This is a fucking fist fight. That doesn't exist, but he's as close as any on this card for sure. $5 from Godson Jarvo. Ange needs to put the cowboy hat on. He was unusually quick-witted and funny. Stole the show from Jacob. Must have been on the sniff. No, I don't dabble at all. I don't dabble.
Needs to put the cowboy hat on. He's usually quick-witted.
You heard? Wait, hold on. You heard that I got a compliment over you, and you fucking set the fuck up and started reading like Rain Man.
Something about cocaine. I was reading the fucking. He was unusually quick-witted and funny. Stole the show from Jacob. Must have been on the sniff. Yeah, Angelo loves it.
No, that ain't. I'd be skinny if I did. I appreciate the super chat. That's not me, man. I've never been
defensive, huh? So I'm just saying, no, that's not. Like people say, I'm on it all the time. I'm always like, no, but Angelo feels the need to give an explanation, which in interrogation, when you over-explain, it's usually a lie.
Really? Because I just gave you a whole ass boil recipe for no reason before. Maybe it's just my personality. I've never been a big drunk guy.
You weren't being accused of something, Angelo. It's completely different. In an accusation situation, the person that tends to over-explain is over-explaining because they're trying to cover a lie.
I'll piss right now. I will piss right now. Come to my house, look at my dick, and I'll piss. And then I'll show you. No drugs.
What?
That's called sarcasm, you shit stick. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Aslan taking on Billy Elekana. And this card is either going to be loaded with dogs or I'm going to look fucking stupid because this is a much closer fight than these odds. We have Aslan 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that finished loss to Jan Kutelaba, taking on Billy Elekana, 7-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that loss in his UFC short notice debut. Aslan, heavy-handed striker. He can knock you out with half power, full power, short hooks. He's a little wide. He's a little sloppy, but it doesn't matter because there is just so much power in both of his hands and his feet. He's going to get after it. He'll sneak some occasional body lock takedowns and trips in, but for the most part, he's looking to take your head off. If he ends up on the ground, he's going to look to tee off there as well. He does have some cardio issues, which is why when he wins, there are early wins, because if they go long, he might be in a little bit of trouble because he's going to fade pretty quickly. He's taking on Billy Elekana. This guy's a patient but heavy-handed striker. He's a long guy. He uses that length to keep range. He's going to back up for the most part. He's going to look to counter. He does have a nice step-in jab. He's going to feint a ton. He's going to twitch a lot. He's going to get people biting and baiting, but he's not really going to fully engage. Probably till about the second round is when he starts to pick up the pace. He is coming off that short notice UFC debut to Bogdan Guskov, where he had early success, but he did fade. That also was not really his weight class. He's kind of sticking around here, though. I think I'm going to go with the dog. I think I'm going with Billy here. And I fully recognize how dangerous Aslan is, but Billy Elekana's got a decent chin on him. He also does an amazing job just avoiding a fight. He's not a very exciting guy. He will avoid a fight early, stay on the outside, use the length, use the reach, be awkward, constantly feint. So unless gets after it super fast and gets Billy out of there early, Billy could sort of take the life out of him, wear him down a little, start to take over later. So Billy is going to be the pick here, but bet-wise, I trust the over 1.5 more. Because is an athlete, he does hit very hard, but I do like the over 1.5 because win or lose, I trust Billy to be safe. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, it just feels like it's just gonna be a size difference. I respect everything that Billy brings into this fight with some grappling, as you mentioned, with the kind of tentative striking and stuff. But is just so big, and this is like his natural weight class. Billy's been at 185, he's been at 205. I think the last fight he took short notice and weighed in at like 200 pounds or something. So it's not like he's really cutting any weight.
He's an 85 pounder. Yeah,
it's just gonna be a size. It's gonna be a size issue. Like he has the length to work in this division, but once you get inside the pocket, when you're not in the right weight class, you really start to feel it. And when you're trying to shoot those takedowns, you really start to feel it. He got the takedown short notice in that last fight, obviously versus Bogdan, but a little bit of a different scenario here. Is just such a fucking tank. I just don't think Billy can get anything going. And once starts moving downhill, he fucking just starts moving downhill, and he's just not going to fucking stop. And Billy's kind of defensive style, he's not going to be able to swing out of that. And once he starts to get buried against the cage and he's shelling up, you kind of get torched. I mean, we've seen that with before, doing that to people. So I think a play here, and I think it's just a size issue.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. That's why
I guess not so much length, but I would say girth. Which, in my opinion, is muy importante.
Yeah, and the blood flow's good. Like there's good veinage there to make sure that he can continue for long periods of time with
you understand that
girth.
I try to be clever and quick, and then that comment is kind of what they were talking about, how you just take it to like...
Who's they? What do you mean they're talking about? Who the fuck is they?
The chat right now is all in a discussion.
Nobody
on,
said
what's
fucking
wrong with
shit.
Angelo.
The last super chat we got was Angelo's better than Jacob. It must be drugs. He's so good. That was the last super chat we got.
Yeah, when he had a cowboy hat on.
Okay,
Not
so
now.
maybe the powers come from the horses.
I need to get my hat.
Okay, he's going to get... Oh, he does have a stupid-ass hat. Listen, I'm on the Elekana side, but like I said, there is... Somebody before mentioned track and picks. Here's the ridiculous reality of track and picks. Picks don't mean fuck all. They don't mean fuck all. Picks and bets are not the same thing. So what was my breakdown here? And we'll revisit this on Sunday. Okay, I will be sure to revisit this on Saturday night after my recap. I picked Billy, but I said I can't bet on this fucking guy. I do like the over 1.5 though, and I bet on that. So let's say Ebo wins this fight, and it's after 1.5 rounds, and I hit my bet. The pick is wrong, but who gives a fuck? There was no money on the pick. I missed the bet. Who gives a fuck? I will die on that picks aren't anything hill. I will die on that hill 100 out of 100 times. Obviously, you pick a great card. I just went 11-1 last event or 2 events ago. That's great. But if you go 11-1 in picks and you lose every nickel, you're a moron. If you go, 60% on picks and make some money, you're a genius. That's the hill, baby. That's the hill. You going to put that hat on? You just showing it? What's up with the hat?
Huh? Yeah, I was showing it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it on your head, though. Does it look like a normal hat?
It's hard to wear frontwards because it's like a flatbread, but there you go. We want picks.com, ladies and gentlemen. Might wear it too.
Wait.
Oh.
Angelo has AIDS. Had.
Has.
No, it's past tense. We fixed it.
Did you see that breakdown?
Yeah,
I doing today? They might be solving HIV. You've already kind of progressed past that, but it's good for anybody you infect moving forward.
All right. Well, guys, that's the breakdown of this fight. If you want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool, the fight simulator, the line movement tracker.
The first thing I saw was autism showing.
Everything, yeah, here it is. Everything we offer is $10. One package, $10. No upsell, no cross-sell, no bullshit. It's not just a list of bets. We quite literally have coded tools from scratch.
He followed up with show the light-up shoes next.
The Heelys. $4.99 from Unwell to Brrr.
We're not going to make fun of Heelys. It's one thing we're not going to do. Because it's a lot of skill. There's no way you would ever survive.
No, I just saw a TikTok of like a 40-year-old that was like, my mom wouldn't let me get these, so I got them now. And he fucking ate it so hard in his kitchen. It was bad. Just straight down. Unwell to Brrr with the $4.99 was at the Billy Currington concert. Who's Billy Currington? Watching 318 and watching Jacob stream, hitting great bets, all in one was a perfect night. Thanks, Jacob and Angelo, genuinely. We appreciate you for the support, genuinely. I believe you DM'd on Instagram, right? And I think I added that. You put me in the story and I put you in our story. Who's Billy Currington, though?
Must be doing something right. I just heard you sigh, leaning to my kiss.
I've never heard that song in my life.
Those deep blue need you eyes don't know what it is.
I've never seen this dude. I've never heard of this dude. Who is this dude?
What about pretty good at drinking beer?
I am that.
Good at drinking beer. Or I got a feeling
inside myself. Okay. We need to move on. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have a lady fight. The only lady fight on the card. We got...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Just a good one. Hold on a second here.
Okay, we're going to get a DMCA strike.
All inside till the right time comes down the road. I got a feeling my heart is screaming. I'm about to bust loose.
I've never heard this dude in my life.
It's more than an ocean. Starts with an I, ends with a U. I got a feeling.
Can we be done with this shit?
You're feeling it too.
Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we got a battle of the ladies. We got Amanda Ribas taking on Tabatha Ricci. The funny part is there is a whole bunch of people that were like, I thought they fought already. And there was a lot of comments like, didn't these two fight already? A full-blown Mandela effect.
I predicted this fight would happen last year.
I do remember that. A full-blown Mandela effect with this fight. A lot of people felt like it already happened. No real results, though. People were like, I thought they fought. Did they fight? I was shocked they didn't fight. But they haven't fought, and they're about to here. We got Amanda Ribas taking on Tabatha Ricci. Amanda Ribas 12-6 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is on an unfortunate 2-fight skid, taking on Tabatha Ricci.
Oh, bullshit. What the hell are you talking about? Her last 5 is what?
2 and 3.
That's bullshit, dude.
Oh, my bad.
That literally is
missed
bullshit.
a couple of wins.
I've been to a few of her and I never fucking saw her lose. She walked out of there, she was a winner.
Oddly enough, she was a lock of the week in all of those losses. And thankfully for her
she is,
and Jacob, she's a favorite in this fight.
That is probably true. And probably thankful for her is that this motherfucker is in Abu Dhabi, so I can't be there because apparently I'm a fucking jinx as well. I did throw on the throwback, though, because this is what I wore to 285. She actually did win at 285, but I had been to like her last, like 3 of her last 4 or 2 of her last 3 or something. Lock of the week 4 times, never won, unfortunately. But
4 times or 3? What'd you say? Sorry.
She's the only person to be 0-4 as lock of the week.
Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy.
But she beat Caitlin.
Which just means that she's better as a favorite than she is a dog, and that'll matter here because she's a good-sized favorite, and the line continues to move. Amanda Ribas, we've broken her down many times before. She started her career as a grappler. She has evolved into a well-rounded mixed martial artist. She just moves forward. She bombs strikes. She'll work in some takedowns. She's got good judo throws, decent jiu-jitsu on the ground. She's a very aggressive fighter, especially for a woman at this weight class. And this is at 115 pounds. She dabbled in 125 a little bit. That is not her weight class. Was just a little too small to bully there. At this weight class,
she bullied all of them. She took all of them down, Angelo. The hell are you even talking about? She was strong at 125. She was ragdolling Macy, ragdolling big-ass fucking Caitlin, dominated Vivi. The hell are you even talking about?
I must have accidentally watched those fights in reverse.
I mean, she got literally multiple takedowns in all those fights.
So why didn't she win them?
She did.
So why'd she move weight classes? It's weird. She's taking on Tabatha Ricci. Tabatha Ricci also started her career as a grappler, but instead of turning into a well-rounded mixed martial artist, she went the exact opposite direction and is basically only a striker. Tabatha Ricci is the baby shark. She moves forward, nonstop pressure, nonstop pace, lots of cage control, lots of little pitter-patter strikes. She is obviously dating Callan Loughran, professional boxer, and Tabatha Ricci quite literally thinks she is now a professional boxer. And while on one hand, I made this comment on the quick picks video I put out on Sundays, and somebody said, but boxing is the future of MMA, Angelo, striking is more important than grappling. I'm not going to debate that point, but what I will say, though, is it's important to be good at all the things, and she's not good at that. She's not a very good striker. She's not powerful. She's busy. She's in unbelievable shape. She's strong, but she's not powerful. So the way I see this fight going is Tabatha Ricci moving forward, closing the distance on Amanda, probably trying to push Amanda against the cage. Amanda defending some takedowns, getting an occasional takedown or 2 of her own. I think, we saw them in the lobby at UFC 303. Herlin and Colin. She's a teeny little tiny thing.
Look how excited Angelo was.
You made me take that picture.
Boing.
You made me take that. Oh, my nipples. Dude, this one was pierced.
Look how excited he was.
The ring got ripped out, so this one is always hard.
Let's do a little hand check here, actually. What are we doing with the hand? A little hover hand? Ooh.
All class, baby.
He's got the fingers wrapped around a little bit, but...
It's hover. All class. Always.
Oh, I think you grabbed some of that hair on your way out.
I sniffed my hand after. Listen, here's the reality. Tabatha Ricci is in unbelievable shape, and she sets a great pace. Her skills don't align with the cardio. And she's not like a Merab who has good enough takedowns to just will her way through any situation. Amanda Ribas is the better fighter here. Tabatha Ricci has great cardio. She's got great pressure. Amanda's got better takedowns, good power in her hands. The jiu-jitsu is probably a wash on both sides. Whoever's on top will be winning the jiu-jitsu exchanges. I got to go with Amanda Ribas here. I am surprised to see this line widen over time. I actually thought it would stay where it was because it felt correct at minus 135. But the reality is Amanda Ribas is losing to some of the best highly ranked women in multiple divisions, where Tabatha Ricci's just having really close outings against people that she just can't take down. So Amanda Ribas is going to be my pick. No surprises what Jake is about to say. Where are we going, Jacob? Andrade was tiny.
I mean, you were like leaning in for like you wanted her to kiss you or something. I don't know what that was all about.
It was the only way to get us both in frame because she's so damn small.
listen, guys, just don't listen to me for this fight. I'm obviously biased. And Amanda is my all-time favorite fighter. Great gal, beautiful, smart, funny, all that type of stuff. I'm taking Amanda, but I will say, and I was talking to Angelo before this, and I saw somebody mention in the chat as well. I'm just going to bet fight goes the distance and just be done with it. It's like minus 400 or whatever. This is a situation where both these girls are used to being the one that move forward. Both these girls are known to be very tough girls willing to battle down. This is like one force meeting another, and neither one of these girls is the girl that typically backs down. I know for a fact, 2 facts. Tabatha Ricci is going to be moving forward. That's what she does. Number 2, Amanda Ribas is not going to fucking back up. And both these girls land enough, and the other one gets hit enough to where in exchanges, they're both going to be thinking that they are winning the exchanges until one of them gets hurt. This feels like a finish in this fight. I believe that Amanda probably has the power advantage of the two. She's actually sat girls down and finished girls in that capacity. But if there is no real wrestling in this fight, which Amanda seems to go back at 115, she wants to really kind of, I mean, even in that Dern fight, she was getting control of the first round, but she took over in the second round. She was controlling the third round. If there is no grappling, somebody is getting finished in this fight because both these girls are just too aggressive and just willing to exchange that something is going to happen. But what I think probably happens is close striking. Whoever can secure that takedown with 2 minutes to go, whatever, in each round is probably going to win. I think that's going to be Amanda. She is ginormous at this weight class. People always forget how big she is, and then the face-offs happen. They're like, oh my God, Amanda is fucking huge for this weight class. Just was towering over Mackenzie. She'll be bigger than Tabatha, and she should be able to get a takedown or win the striking exchanges. But honestly, this is going to be a fun fight.
It should be a fun fight. I agree. They both set a good pace. They both get after it. If Tabatha Ricci has spent the last few years, yes, working on the cardio, and yes, working on the striking, but keeping what she already had, which is the grappling, Tabatha Ricci would be much farther along in this division. The problem is she quite literally abandoned what got her to the UFC and abandoned that success and is now basically just a striker. And if she looks to grapple when she's losing the striking exchanges.
She's still doing all those dumbass Instagram workouts. Tabatha, you're
like
already
NFL combine shit.
Yeah, you're already twitchy. All these fast twitch muscles. You're fast. You're twitchy. You're powerful. You're athletic. Look at you. You're a fucking athletic freak. Learn how to throw real combinations and shit with footwork and everything. Because she starts to look sharp, and then it's like she hasn't like done it enough. So then she goes back to just kind of lungy and this and that. I don't know. It just feels like it's been a waste of physical abilities. Like it hasn't been the right camps for, and she's kind of lost who she was.
I do not disagree whatsoever. DraftKings fantasy-wise, 8,600 to 7,600. I think whoever wins this fight will score pretty well because I imagine it's a very high-volume fight. Finish or not, I think you're going to get a lot of strikes, potentially some takedowns, potentially some control. So if you do want to throw, is that a Joey Swole shirt?
Yeah, Joey Swole. You stupid slut. The hell are you talking about?
That looked like it said Joey Swole. What is it? Where'd you get a Tabatha Ricci shirt?
It's autographed too.
Oh yeah, look at that. Jawsome. Oh, I see. I get it. Baby Shark. Where'd you get that? You're buying the enemy's merch?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Isn't she the enemy?
Oh, here's the me with that shirt on. Here's me and Amanda at UFC 285, same shirt on. Got me and her. What an experience. She won that one.
Only the OGs remember when Jacob pulled that fucking picture out every fucking stream. Listen, if you want to check out the picks, the bets, the tools, including the fight simulator, do so now at WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member at the top. Mr. Sixy says, Angelo, where do you find the fight simulator on the website? Well, the fight simulator builds DraftKings fantasy lineups as part of what it does. So we put it under DraftKings in the menu. It could go under tools because now it also builds FanDuel fantasy lineups, and it'll give you Prize Picks lines. It'll give you underdog lines. It does quite literally everything after simulating the fights. But it is under DraftKings in the menu, both on mobile, in the app, and on the desktop. A couple more Super Chatterooskies. Cuck Boy, $5. If Angelo was a car, what do you think he'd be? I think he'd be a Honda Odyssey. Okay, first of all, Honda Odysseys are fucking incredible. I had a Honda Odyssey. We had a Honda Odyssey 4 or 5 years ago? It was unbelievable. It was a smooth ride. It was comfortable. It was big and roomy, but drove like a car. It was an enjoyable experience. Everybody loved the Honda Odyssey. So you're not going to insult me with saying a minivan. Minivans.
Did you have anybody in your family with one of those old 90s minivan with the curtains in it and the most comfortable seats ever? My mom had one of those when I was
never seen one. Yeah,
a kid, like the big brown ones with the big
with the Jeep tire on the back, basically. Yeah,
no,
yeah, and they had a ladder that went to the roof.
I'm talking about the fucking 70s, Angelo. I'm talking about the 90s.
Are you just describing a Dodge Caravan?
No,
you said curtain. That's what I pictured.
A Mazda Miata is a great car.
I bet it is. Yeah. If anybody's a car, Jacob is quite literally a Mazda Miata. If I was a car,
see those. There's a lot of them around here. Every time I see one, I literally am like, damn. I miss that car, man. It really is a fucking fun ass car. If you guys just want, maybe you're in a position to have a second car. Get this off screen. Maybe you're in a position to get
if you and your husband.
A second car, you just want to tool around in, but you don't really are interested in having a sports car, or spending $100,000 or $200,000. You just want a fun car to drive on the weekends, or you just are in a position. Maybe you live in Florida. I don't know what the fuck you're laughing at, Angelo. I'm trying to give these people real fucking advice. Pontiac Aztec, great fucking off-road vehicle.
That's
the little crossbreed.
That's what I would be. Yeah.
A little crossbreed. You don't know really what it is. Yeah, that probably is a good fucking whatever. But if you want a car just fucking whip around a little bit, get a fucking Mazda Miata. They're so fun, man. It's just a street legal go-kart.
I never drove your Miata. I drove your current vehicle. Listen, if I were
a fucking asshole too, we're doing 110 on the tollway. I'm like, what the hell's going on, Angelo?
I can drive stick like a motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't know we were going that fast. I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking. You don't realize because of the car. Yeah, it's a foreign.
I hadn't driven stick in forever. I was just happy to do it. I miss driving stick.
I can feel it 6 times in the parking garage, but.
That's not true. If I was a car,
I would a new clutch that next week.
I would say, and seat springs. I would say I am what I actually drive. I think I'm a Yukon.
Wow,
big,
nice little name drop. I have a Yukon.
I thought you were gonna do Yukon sucking these nuts. I'm a big dude. It's a big vehicle. It's also practical. It's kind of a family vehicle. Looks nice. Can go off road. I go hunting. Off-road. I go hunting in the woods.
You go hunting right off the fucking you're right there. The hell are you talking about? You're not going out in the fucking woods. You're walking through a field until there's a line of trees.
Yeah, okay.
That's not the woods.
That's quite literally off road.
But
Bing bong.
Didn't you get fucking stuck in mud one time? You had to call your wife?
Not me. The neighbor did because he had a rear wheel drive pickup. And he got fucking
I'm talking about your dumb ass. Just your foot was stuck in some mud, and Tiffany had to come with the fucking golf cart to help pull you out.
No, untrue. Unwell to a great country singer. Fire cowboy emoji. And yes, you put me on the story. Jacob has great taste. And yes, I was watching Jacob and Billy and 318 Live. Appreciate you on well. $4.99 from For the Win. Ricci For the Win. It's a cool name if this guy just, that's all he ever says is the person's name and then For the Win. And then Anthony said I would be a Pontiac Aztec. They don't make those anymore. Appreciate you. Who's on the leaderboard? Onwell probably leapfrogged there with that last one.
I don't know, Angelo. Let me look for you. Unheld tuber. is number 1 with 500 XP. Tied for first is Angel, our guy, with 500 XP. And the next Lennon is number 3 with 325 XP.
Okay. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have DaMon Blackshear taking on Davey Grant. DaMon Blackshear, 17-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's on a 3-fight win streak, taking on elderly Davey Grant, 14-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that busy win over Ramon Tavares and a couple of canceled fighter Ruskis. DaMon Blackshear, athletic striker, impressive speed, good power. He can grapple. He averages about 2 takedowns per fight. He's got incredible submissions and scrambles. Solid volume. Good technical boxing, clean takedowns. He does have 4 losses in the UFC, but if you dig into those losses, they are all very credible. He's coming off that win over Altang Haley, where he came out with a flying knee, but then he actually kind of slowed down, was a little tentative the rest of that fight, taking on Davey Grant. Davey Grant isn't amazing at anything. He's not great looking. He's not fast. He's not young. He's not powerful. He's not strong, but he works his little ass off. He'll get out there. He's a busy little striker. He'll move forward. He'll throw kicks. He'll throw punches. Not a ton of power. He had a couple of flash knockouts a few years ago, but outside of that, not a ton of power. Just stays busy, stays in your face, works real hard. Just puts in a good day's work every time he's out there. He's got great fight IQ because he's got 13 fights under the UFC umbrella. He stays composed. He's able to work through some chaos because he gets dropped a shit ton. But DaMon Blackshear is going to be the pick. I think he wins this fight the majority of the times. The only times that he may not win a fight against Davey Grant is because DaMon could just be stuck in a staring contest for a minute while Davey Grant just moves forward making something happen. Almost like exactly what we got with Zell Huber and Michael Johnson. But DaMon is a good fighter. He's an established fighter. Davey Grant's just a little too old to be trying to cruise by on hard work. Once you get to the DaMon Blackshears of the division, hard work isn't enough. You also have to be fast. You have to hit hard. You have to have something creative. He doesn't have those things. DaMon's just too good everywhere. He's got slick submissions. He's got good striking. DaMon's going to be the pick.
Blick.
What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm looking at that DaMon Blackshear by points, plus 350. That seems enticing to me because if he comes out, and it's probably going to be the cleaner striker. Obviously, he's probably going to get hit as well, but he should be the cleaner striker. I don't think he's got the power to knock out a guy like Davey Grant. Obviously, if he comes in and starts wrestling and grappling, he can kind of submit pretty much anybody. He's pretty slick in there, but he seems like he's pretty comfortable in the striking now, and he just wants to use kind of the grappling as a backup plan. So that probably means moving forward, you would expect him to only use it if he really gets in trouble. Just keep on with the striking. But if he's striking, it probably should be a close-ish fight. I still like DaMon here, but DaMon by points at plus 350 is actually it's sorry. What is it? Oh, plus 190. That's Davey Grant's plus 350. So it makes more sense, but still.
I agree. They're all saying they were hoping I would describe great Davey Grant the same way that I described him in my Quick Picks video. How do you think I described him in my Quick Picks video, Jacob?
I don't know. I see a white man and a black man. Does that have something to do with it?
No. I said Davey Grant looks like Jacob if Jacob spent his entire life doing drugs and not sleeping. He looks like Jacob on a bender at 38 years old. And I said Jacob looks incredible for his age. He's a lot younger than you guys, or a lot older than you guys think he is because he looks so good. Lives a clean life. Davey Grant's over here looking just entirely straight. He looks like Jacob if he had an alternate path and a fentanyl problem on the streets of Philadelphia. That's what Davey Grant looks like.
I don't look anything like that guy.
Because you didn't head down a fentanyl.
Nothing about our features looked anything alike. You could say that about any white person, I guess. The hell are you talking about?
There's guys. I'm not crazy here, right? Davey Grant looks like Jacob if Jacob had a serious narcotic problem. You're trying to be like
reverse racist.
No, I'm not wrong.
Last week you got exposed to being a racist. Now you're trying to be like, all white people look the same.
None of that is true.
All white people look the same.
And people have said you look like Davey Grant forever.
If you're white, you Matt Damon.
I mean, Davey Grant wishes. That'd be Matt Damon's great looking. The British salamander, they're calling him.
Jacob looks more like Blackshear. I agree. Thank you.
Who the fuck? Okay. Found Jacob's mom's account. Here's the reality. $9,000
Does
for
Blackshear kind of look like Kendrick, or am I fucking...
Now who? Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to even be racist on that, because am I the only one that sees that? I just now see. Is that a thing?
I don't know who half these people are, so it ain't me, dog. I don't got you. DaMon Blackshear is the better fighter. He should win this fight. I think
Everyone
he wins this
says
fight.
that? Okay. See, there you go.
No, he's talking about me saying that you look like Davey.
No, he's saying that about everyone says that he looks like Kendrick, I guess.
I'm not going to put DaMon Blackshear in my DraftKings lineup, but I'm going to have to take a close look at that. He should be able to finish an old Davey Grant who gets dropped constantly. Eventually, he's not going to pop right back up, right? He'll stay down. But DaMon doesn't hit that incredibly hard. He's just got good volume, clean technique, phenomenal submissions. Davey probably finds a way to survive here. I think DaMon dominates this fight, but I don't know how many points he scores in DraftKings Fantasy while doing that. If you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool. The artificial intelligence, the fight simulator, the tape index, the line movement tracker. If you want to see it all, one package, $10. No upsell, no cross-sell, no bullshit. It's less money.
My lock of the week.
Girlfriend. Oh.
I get no one lock of the week. I forgot.
Who?
I had, I think, Adrian that week, but one of my bets. I got Tampa. I was actually in the hospitality room.
That fight was canceled, right?
You just jump in with the most random shit that doesn't make any sense or have to do with anything. And you say it with such confidence, too. Oh, that fight was canceled, right? The hell are you even talking about?
His last two fights were canceled.
I said when I was at Tampa watching the fight, his fight was canceled. What are you talking about?
I thought you were going to say they
I said I was at Tampa watching in the hospitality room. Oh, the one that got canceled?
I thought. My bad. You're right. I interrupted.
You need to be an active listener.
I'm sorry. Why I'm being active. I should listen. Go ahead.
No, he fought Ramon Tavares, and I literally was like, oh, let me go to the hospitality room and hang out for a little bit because Ramon's just going to outbox this old man. And then I kept looking up at the TVs in the hospitality room because I do everything VIP. I'm very VIP. And, they have the gourmet meals and stuff and the free drinks. And, Yusuf was in there and Jalen Turner was in there and Jerry Gordon was in there and Aljo was in there and Usman was in there and I was in there. And we're all just kind of hanging and watching this fight together. And I keep looking up and I'm like, oh, no. This old man, Jakey Grant, is smoking this hometown kid, Ramon Tavares. And it really broke my heart. It broke my wallet a little bit.
There we go. What a story.
You weren't being an active listener.
Glad I waited for that. I heard the whole thing.
Okay, go ahead. Say the key points. Name the fighters that were in the room.
Jared Gordon, Yusuf, Jalen Turner.
There's two more. I named two more.
No, you didn't.
The fuck I didn't. I named 5 fighters that were in there. We all watched it together. You know that those were the 3 over there, but I named 2 more right now. Who were they? I even took pictures with them too, so you should know. But you obviously weren't listening.
Mark Coleman.
Nope. Didn't name him. He was there. That's how I know you're just trying to do this based on memory. I said Aljo and Usman.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Muslim Salikhov taking on Carlos Leal in the featured prelim of the evening. Muslim Salikhov is 21-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Also a little bit old for this division, but he's on a nice little 2-fight win streak, taking on Carlos Leal, 22-6 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5.
Salikhov looks like if Angelo made every wrong choice in his life, started abusing drugs, and was like, oh, I just give up, and I'm just going to,
Hit a nerve, chat. We hit a nerve. We got him. Carlos Leal, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off that first UFC win. Muslim's a solid striker. He's got king of kung fu. He hits very hard. He's got decent wrestling in his back pocket if he needs to it. He holds nothing back. Almost every single strike that he throws is a significant strike. He's got good takedown defense, solid takedown offense, very good striking. He is coming off that knockout win over Song Kanan where a spinning back kick is what got it done, taking on Carlos Leal.
It was a wheel kick. It wasn't a spinning back kick.
Taking on Carlos Leal, dangerous Muay Thai striker who's not afraid to engage. He's got good forward pressure, open hand stance, and that leaves him open to leg kicks, unfortunately, but he is durable enough to hang. He's got good grappling, but he's coming out of the gate striking, looking for that finish. He will only grapple if he needs to. He is coming off that big knockout win over Alex Morono, where I thought that over 1.5 was safe, and I was wrong. Muslim's not a young man. He is 41 years old. His chin is heading out the door, but he can still get wins at this level. The striking is very good. The wrestling as a backup plan is solid. He's got kind of an awkward style. I do see Leal pouring it on early. I see Leal staying in his face. I don't see Muslim having quite a bit of success here. Obviously, we watched Leal get out-grappled in his UFC debut, but I'm going to have to pick him here. I don't think Muslim's grappling is good enough, and I don't think the striking is going to be tricky enough, right? If he had that true Wonder Boy karate style, maybe Carlos could have a hard time with it, but he's not quite all the way down that path, despite having that old-school martial arts background. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if this feels like it should be, obviously I'm going to pick Carlos Leal. If he comes in for whatever reason, and he doesn't show that he really fights like this, so I'm not too worried about it. But if he comes in like Daniel Zellhuber and just stays at distance and tries to just throw the same strike over and over against this savvy karate-style type guy that can stand around and fight from the outside, there's a chance he fucking blows this. The good news is Carlos Leal doesn't really ever fight like that. Zellhuber, there were signs there. I tried to warn the people. I still fucking bet the guy. Fuck him. Leal, he tends to like to get inside the pocket and stay in your face, and there's two things that Muslim does not like. That is people pressuring him and getting inside the pocket, because when you start to land big power in the pocket, that's where he gets hurt. If he can stand on the outside, it's hard to really reach him. He's got those kicks. You got to worry about all the spins and all that shit, but Leal likes to get inside of people. Look how proud Angelo is of like just typing random shit. What's he typing out? Look at the little smirk he's got.
I texted you a sweet joke that I can't say on stream.
I'll read it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to read that.
It's a good joke, though. If I said it on stream with that timing, that would have been solid. And it's accurate.
It's not a joke. It's not a good, it's not a good joke. If it comes out, I don't like that joke. But yeah, Carlos should be able to get inside of Muslim's kicking range, and he's shown issues with power inside the pocket with hands, and Leal can fucking, like he said, like Ibo Aslan. Once this guy gets moving downhill, it's kind of trouble. So I like Leal, but honestly, I think these guys get after it, and I took the under 1.5 because I like it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more. See, we can both do that. Yeah, I'm with you. I also did the under 1.5. I didn't bet it, but if you go to the website, WeWantPicks.com, we have picks, we have bets, we have tools, insight. One of the things, we also have our round line leans, where we have every fight on the card, what the established round line is, and then higher or lower for each capper. I went lower here. I do think Carlos will find a spot and get it done. Muslim's 41 years old. Carlos hits like a freight train. Alex Morono is a pretty durable guy, and Carlos had no problem there.
D said, yes. I enjoy a good racist joke. Let's hear it. Don't hide.
It wasn't racist.
It was racist. Angelo said, what do you call a black guy?
No. All right, now I have to say what it actually is, because he's
No, don't say it.
I'll tell you.
Say that. No, don't.
Okay, because it wasn't racist. It was not racist.
Relax, Angelo. It's a fucking joke.
Well, no, because you're going to head
down. The second I said that, you went,
Well, because I don't know what the hell you were about to say, but that definitely it has not race related in any capacity whatsoever. It's not even an offensive joke. It's just funny and well timed. But
I mean, the more you talk about it, the weirder it gets.
I wish I could share it, because then everybody would laugh. But can't do that. Here's the reality: $6,800 for Salikhov, and if he can find another spinning wheel kick, then he's in good heavens. He's scoring points. He's making things happen. He's defying the odds at his age. But I do think it's a fast ride down that hill with somebody like Carlos, who hits that hard and maybe just naturally has some back knee at his age. Carlos Leal is going to be the pick. $9,400 in DraftKings Fantasy is probably worth it. But if you want to check out the round line leans, which we don't talk about enough here, or any of the other tools on the website, it's all available right now. One package, $10, and that'll get you to UFC 319. So you get this card, all the cards in between, and every pick, every bet, every tool for UFC 319, including the research tools. Jacob, $5 super chat. Angelo, first-time dono. Long-time listener. How many grams of carbs do you estimate you eat every 8 hours? So I began weighing my food to just be happy and healthy. I think 100 grams. Is that an appropriate number?
Why are you
Is
asking
that
me?
you know fitness?
How can I spend $5 to set up a nice, funny
What am I supposed to say?
and then you just go in like this weird, fucking awkward answer?
What am I supposed to
You
say?
could have
to
went
that?
like a million different ways in like responding to that, and you try to like halfway be serious, and then I'm just sitting here like, I want my $5 back.
What am I supposed to say?
Anything but
1,000.
I've been weighing my food and I think about 100. Like
No,
even
see, that's bullshit.
Even the fucking cadence, the confidence, like say something and be fun. I'm fucking lobbing you up and you're not even fucking.
Nah, that's a bullshit one. That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit one.
I'm here breaking down the defense, split, lob it up. You're trailing, doink.
No, that's a bullshit one. That wasn't a good lob. $1.99 from Ubata. Say your Islamophobic joke, Big Blood Ange. That was not the joke either. Ubata. Is that your dog? It's a pretty dog. Oh, it's intermission time. If you guys want $50, we'll send you $50. You can spend it on Big Macs. You can get 50 of them for $50 back in the day. Actually, you can get 100 of them for $50 back in the day because it was 2 for $2. Yeah, that made it $1 each. Guys, if you want 50, we'll send you 50. Just go to
What were 2
WeWantPicks.com.
for $2?
Big Macs. Weren't they 2 for $2? But it was only like a special, but it was like when the Monopoly game came out or something. It was a
There's
special.
no
that
way
ran.
they were ever selling $1 Big Mac. The Big Mac was never that was the farthest item from the dollar menu you could ever have in McDonald's.
It was a special, and I just found it. You half-wit
Say
homo.
it.
1992.
Half-witted homosexual is what he just called me. Do you believe that all homosexuals are half-witted, Angelo? Or
No,
is that just the
you are a
verbiage that
half-witted. You are a half-witted one.
What a
Full
what?
wit one is like
Call me what I am. What
sassy,
am I?
funny. They get after
Say it if
You're
you want to say
half-witted.
it. Say it. What am I? Half-witted what?
Ginger.
Was that an ER? You seem comfortable. You seem weirdly comfortable with that ER.
I bet I did. And I just found it. A 1992 Big Mac commercial, 2 for $2.
1992? I thought we were talking about in this fucking century, Angelo.
I
Jesus
said
Christ.
back in the
were
day.
you buying big? You were fucking 8 years old out the store buying fucking Big Macs? You fat fuck! What the hell are you talking about? How do you know the price of Big Macs when you were a fucking toddler? You fat
I remember.
bitch.
You know how I know? I remember being at the mall, seeing 2 for $2.
You
and
were
I had
in the
$5
fucking.
on
You were in the fucking fountains getting change out. So little
And I had-
Angelo, most kids were hiding in the coat racks at the store while mommy was shopping. Angelo was out of there fishing coins out of the well so he could buy $2 fucking Big Macs, stuffing his fat little face. And that's why your skin looks the way it does.
First of all, Big Macs are delicious. They built this country.
I've never had a Big Mac in my life. Why
Okay,
would I get
and
a Big Mac when I could just get a regular sandwich without
And
the
I'm
weird
the
sauce?
weird out of touch one. This dude's never had a Big Mac. Angelo's the weird out of touch one. The fuck out of here. Midwest trash. You should have had so many Big Macs.
I don't eat rabbit shit.
Go to WeWantPicks.com/bets and use the link, and we'll send you $50 a thank. He's affiliate market. They're going to pay us, and I'll slice off some money.
He
and pay
said,
you.
"Yeah, I sensed that. Made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up."
Listen, Big Mac is poison. Now they are. They weren't in the 90s. Now they are.
What dude? The '90s was the worst time for food.
No,
that
the
was
chicken-
literally
the
when the
chicken
chicken
nug-
nuggets were made from pink
Correct.
goo,
The chicken nuggets
and they were
are
so good. You just got used to fucking, oh, what am I? I'm chewing on like a little piece of rubber. You spit it out and you move on.
The chicken nuggets are actually the healthiest thing because after that pink goo went viral, back in the day version of viral, then it became all white meat. They went the other way, all white meat, healthy. It's not organic.
So you're saying that white is healthy?
We have a fight simulator on the website as well. The fight simulator simulates fights 100,000 times, and it gives you not only the results of those simulations, but each individual statistic along the way. And then you can use the simulations to go ahead and build yourself a DraftKings fantasy lineup. You can use the simulations to build a FanDuel.
If you go to a good, like, have you had Cowboy Chicken?
That place is good.
I know. It's a chain. It's a chain place, though, right? But it's still pretty good.
I think it's a local chain. I think there's like 5, but yeah.
Do you get white or dark meat?
Dark meat's way better than white meat. It's not even close. White meat's dry as shit, dude. Dry breasts. Fuck that. Give me the thighs. Even if I get fried chicken, I'll get the thighs all day long. A fucking fried chicken breast sucks. They're dry as hell.
Relax. Here's that over-explanation we talked about.
No, I'm just excited to talk about food. Are you going to agree, or are you like a weird... Because there's a lot of people that just won't eat dark meat. Tiff won't eat dark meat.
I get the 3-piece dark meal. Well, how can you not? You described it 100% right. Like, sometimes white meat can be okay. Like, if it's... like, I'll tell you what. The white meat is good when you do a boiled chicken. Like a fucking... like a fried. So a fried chicken. Like a skinless... like a... You know how you fry a turkey?
Yeah,
like the fried turkey. Like
the
if you do it
thing?
like with the chicken like that, where it like just sits there and fries forever. And
not
like
battered,
that.
just fry the whole ass chicken.
Just like a fried turkey. Yeah, the same whatever.
Never had that.
Oh well, that's fucking juicy as shit. And then you can eat any of it. But yeah, obviously the dark meat is better.
Yeah, because even like to get chicken breast to be good, you have to do like my mother does it: slice it, pound it thin as fuck, and then cook it. Then it's thin as shit.
What's your mom doing? How much she charging?
Pounding out chickens right now. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock her time.
I saw Isaac Dolgarian's Instagram story where he was just slaughtering chicken.
Beating a live chicken?
Story.
Yeah, beating a live chicken.
Dude, he literally like was carrying the chickens by their neck, putting them in the thing where he's about to just fucking slaughter them. And then he is showing the chickens getting defeathered in this fucking bucket, just getting tossed around and stuff. It's like, holy shit. I fucking love that, dude.
No, I can't. See, like you guys have seen the vlogs where I go hunting. You don't have to wait till the fall for the next one, I guess.
You pop birds' heads off.
I was going to say,
what are you trying to act like? Oh, that's gross. And then you're like...
It took a whole season to get to that. The very first bird I killed, you shoot it, it's not completely dead sometimes. I was like this, like picking it up, prancing around. They were all making fun of me. And then we went out with Alex, a real man. Alex can hold the chicken like this and go, just shake his hand and the head flies off. Like, I don't know how he does it and the head flies off. It's
now,
sick.
Angelo, I've been fishing with Angelo. He caught a bass one time and just beat the fuck out of it with a baseball bat. I'm like, Angelo, it's a fucking fish. What are you doing? Guy just loved it. Loves murder.
First of all, not true. Second of all, we did grow up watching Beavis and Butthead. You know where I'm going with this?
Oh, I can't wait for this to be not funny.
Frog Ball. That's some country bullshit. Frog Ball. After watching
Congrats
Beavis
to
and
all
Butthead.
two of you that get that. My dad worked at a slaughterhouse when he was a kid.
Yeah, and I'm the psycho.
It's what everyone should go through.
You know what I thought about today? We got Scout's ashes back. First of all, fucking cried. We got Scout's ashes back and his little paw print.
So happy.
And my oldest, they cooked them. So my youngest is like, or my oldest was like, how do they, like, where's Scout? I'm like, he's in this box. Then I had to turn around and walk away. Anyway, I looked at like the bag they gave it. They put it in this nice velvet thing, and it was in a bag. And there was like a tag on the bag, and it said like Bodetti, the vet that we go to, and it said dog Scout. And I'm like, oh, they're doing humans and shit at the same place. I'm like, somebody fucking shovels these, like puts the bodies in a box and then shoves the like, God, what a fucking job that is, dude.
You had a weird
what a
fucking
fucking
mind.
job.
you got your dog's ashes, and you're thinking, wow, there's somebody that gets to.
Somebody had to do this. Yeah, my daughter was asking questions. How does he get in the box?
I bet you were like, I wonder what their pay is. I wonder if they doing this is hourly. Do they do it at night? Are they just doing this to get there at 8 a.m. and start shoveling bodies? Like, do you know what human flesh smells like when it burns? Because I do.
No, I haven't burned. We have an optimizer. It now builds DraftKings and FanDuel fantasy lineups. And you can unlock every single one of those tools, including our insight on how cremating dogs works. For these 4 cards, all the way up for UFC 319, we got Abu Dhabi. Where is the Delize fight card? Is that in the Apex? That's not in the Apex, is it?
Oh, it is. It's August 9th. That's the one I asked you if you want to go to, and you were like, oh, yeah, I'll let you know, and then you never said shit.
I literally said, no, Apex is too expensive.
No,
literally said
at the time,
it instantly,
I was like, maybe you and Tiffany can go with, and you're like, oh yeah, maybe we can get Tiffany to go.
I'm not wasting that kind of money on her to go see these fights.
That's what I'm saying. Now it would just be me and you, obviously, Angelo.
All the way out to UFC 319, and a lot of the tools we have on the website are built for the future. You can run the simulator for a future event. You can use the tape index for a future event. You can use the data analyzer for a future event. You select the event, you select your fighters, you select the event, you run the simulations. Get ahead of the research. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, it's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Here is the address if you want to send something for the vlog. This is one of the many things. I got this last vlog, I got a very thoughtful thing for our dog who passed. We got some syrup and stuff.
How long are we going to milk this?
And then I got this. I got both sides of that coin in the last vlog. If you want to send something to open, a letter, Thomas Rinker always sends us very well thought out letters. We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 750.
Jacob, little pussy ass, stopped being funny when he made it his gimmick. Now he just acts like a old ass man who hasn't grown up yet with no life. I act like an old ass man who hasn't grown up yet. Jeez.
I mean, and that is definitely him in his profile picture, so he's not like a kid hiding behind the internet or anything.
Jeez.
We'll be at Noche. Come say hi to this old-ass man. See if he grew up. Oh, and we have a toll-free number. I forget to plug this in my recap videos. I should be plugging it in the recap video so you can call and leave your message about what just happened and how you feel about that. The Thursday call-in shows, maybe we start to listen to some voicemails there. I got to figure out what to do with these. We get a lot of funny ones. We get some solid insight. We get some advice for the website. We get all sorts of crazy stuff. We get the hate, too. All of it. Here's the number, 866-WE-WANT-PICKS or 866-939-2687. Go ahead, give us a call. Leave us a message. Opening up the UFC Abu Dhabi main card, we have Bryce Mitchell at his brand new weight class taking on Said Nurmagomedov. Bryce Mitchell is 17-3 in his career. He is only 2-3 in his last 5. He has been alternating wins and losses, taking on Said Nurmagomedov. 18-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that dogfight loss to Vinicius Oliveira. As I mentioned, Bryce Mitchell is moving down in weight. He's going down to 135 pounds for this fight. And a lot of fighters move up or down in weight. And a lot of times it makes sense. This one seems a little bizarre to me. This feels like Bryce got the shit kicked out of him in his last fight, so he's moving down. The reality is he had a lot of success at 145 pounds. His only losses are to the current world champion and then a couple of absolute killers. Like, he's not a small 45-pounder. Obviously, he's going to make 135 and he'll be fine, but I don't know what that does for him physically. I don't know what that does for his chin. I don't know. I do know he was having plenty of success at 145 pounds, so going down to 135 seems a bit odd, but we'll see how good he will or will not be. Style-wise, he is a grappler. That's it. His striking's not spectacular. He did drop Edson Barboza, was it? He dropped Edson Barboza years ago. Outside of that, he's just throwing what he can throw to set up some takedowns. If he gets a fight to the ground, he's got phenomenal control, great jiu-jitsu, unbelievable scrambles if you initiate the grappling exchanges with him. He did just get submitted, though, by Jean Silva, but that was just because Jean Silva was such a nasty, dangerous striker that Bryce was just shooting when he could shoot, and he went ahead and got ninja choked. He's taking on Said Nurmagomedov, a flashy striker. You see the last name, you assume grappler, but that is not the case. He is a flashy striker who uses his length really well. He's going to keep range. He's both dangerous inside the pocket and outside of it. He could be just a foot away from you and still kick you straight in the head. His length benefits him on the feet, but also in the grappling. This guy has more guillotine wins than I could possibly imagine. He quite literally probably has the best guillotine in MMA. He's coming off that loss to Vinicius.
What about Ryan Spann?
His was nice.
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, and he powers. He pushes the hand up like this. That was nice.
Wow.
Said Magomedov has come from behind
Sound
guillotines,
like a
though.
blue belt.
Literally. Said Magomedov has come from behind submissions with that guillotine, like when Said Yokubub was dog walking him, taking him down, do whatever he wanted to do, then bang, got caught in a guillotine. So it is there the entirety of the fight. I'm going to pick Bryce Mitchell here. I don't like the weight drop. He might be chinny because he sucked out. The takedown attempts might suck. Like, there's a lot going on here. The problem when you get these one-dimensional guys, which is what Bryce is, when you get these one-dimensional guys, the more success they have, the more everybody knows what's coming. There are zero secrets whatsoever. Nobody is worried about a damn thing outside of Bryce shooting takedowns. And if the one and only thing you have to worry about is him shooting takedowns, you're prepared. So I'm going to pick Bryce. I don't love it. I don't think I'm going to bet on him. I don't think I trust him that much. He might actually just take down Said and get it done there because Said can be taken down. Or he might go ahead and get himself ninja choked or guillotined because Said has that length. Bryce is going to be the pick. I don't like the weight drop, but
Judy chop. You got your karate chop. You got your ninja chop.
Yeah, you're up. I thought that was your breakdown.
Oh. When you said ninja choke, and that just reminded me of. It's funny because it kind of sounds like.
That's why I thought that was your breakdown.
I showed the picture of Bryce Mitchell. I know Bryce Mitchell has like a lot of controversy, I guess, around him. But my personal experience with Bryce Mitchell, he was like the most genuine, nicest dude in the world. I sat there and he was talking to Cheeto and them interacting with each other. You could just tell he's like a genuine person. He might be a fucking dipshit on some things, but he was a pretty genuine person. So it is going to be interesting. The weight drop when he wasn't having like too many issues at 145. Like you said, he's losing to some pretty good people, but he seems to think that 135 is going to be his bread and butter. And honestly, it could be, because if you bring that wrestling and that size into a new division, I think he is probably going to get the takedowns here. Is the guillotines and the ninja chokes and the front chokes and all that stuff going to be an issue for him? Yeah, he's probably going to have to survive a couple, because Said's a guy that even if you get him fully on the back, he keeps his butterflies, he'll reach over, and he's such long enough arms, he can still sneak that over. So even if you're sitting there, you can't really sit there. He was in a tough fight in his last fight versus my guy Vinicius. Vinicius was able to kind of withstand all that stuff. Obviously, when he got into the ground, he was trying to reach over a little bit. But like Vinicius's takedowns were like body lock, just muscle, weird type of takedowns. Bryce does shoot actual takedowns. He gets on your leg. He's holding on to a single. His neck is exposed in a lot of situations. You saw John Silva, even before he got that ninja choke a couple times, like almost got the guillotine. It was threatening the guillotine. Said is always going to be live. In this matchup, he's always going to be live. So I played a little bit of an Angelo this week. My money's on Said in a different way. But I fully expect that Bryce, who's an underrated striker, in my opinion. I think you should just strike, get a takedown with 30 seconds to go, solidify the round. That way, if you get caught in something, you know you can survive. Not enough wrestlers do that. When they're good enough strikers, especially against a guy like Said, who will slow down as the fight goes on, Bryce actually has shown a couple times his last couple fights that he will slow down as well, which is kind of uncharacteristic. But against John Silva, he was really fucking tired before he ended up getting submitted. But I think you strike, tit for tat. Said's not like a crazy dangerous striker. Get a takedown 30 seconds to go, win the round. I think he can get the takedowns when he can get them, as long as he survives those front chokes. So I'm going Bryce Mitchell here just to kind of blanket Said, get a decision win. But my money's on Said in a little bit of a special way.
I agree. The Bryce Mitchell cardio in his last fight.
Said inside the distance, decisional action.
What the fuck?
Minus 150. I think that's good value. If there's finishing side, it feels like it's going to be on Said. Bryce Mitchell.
Probably.
I mean, Said, even when he gets tired, he knows how to survive on the ground. I don't see Bryce Mitchell like subbing a guy like, I mean, Saeed's so good at just like keeping he's so good at grappling with his legs. And when you grapple, Angelo, you probably don't know this, but when you're constantly working your legs at the bottom with the butterflies and all this stuff, it's hard for anybody to get going on top. So, with all that, the butterfly sweeps and all that stuff, and I just don't see Bryce getting a finish. He can win a decision, but if anybody's going to do a finish, I think it's going to be Saeed. And if he gets blanket, you get your money back.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a solid bet there. You mentioned the Bryce Mitchell cardio in his last fight wasn't great. And that, honestly, is because the striking from Jean Silva was just incredible. So then you start panicking.
But it really wasn't. That's the thing. Like, it was like he wasn't really landing that. I mean, once Bryce started slowing down, but Bryce was having success in the striking in the first round. John was just kind of stalking him. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, Bryce is tired. And then he starts getting hit because he got tired because he was forcing wrestling, couldn't really get the takedowns.
I think it's the brain. Like when you and I had our fight there, you literally said it's crazy. Yeah, agreed. You said it's crazy how many things were running through your head at once, and that stress.
Nothing.
Bryce was feeling that stress.
I literally was.
I see red, black.
No, I literally. I've said this, but I literally was like, because I'd never been in any type of sparring or anything. I've never done anything. I was literally so overwhelmed with information. I wasn't thinking of anything.
Yeah.
I literally was not there was not one thought that it was just like, oh, jab, oh, jab, and just try to throw back and just see what happens. But I couldn't think about what I was trying to do. I couldn't do anything. There's too much to process.
Yeah, I think Bryce in that fight was just not himself because there was a lot of pressure. He was running his mouth. He got called out. Jean Silva can be an intimidating guy. He's barking in your face. All these things. This fight, assuming he protects his neck, Bryce Mitchell should be able to win. And if you think he wins $8,300 in DraftKings Fantasy, probably makes a ton of sense. Probably makes a ton of sense because he will at least get the takedowns and the control time. But if you're on the Saeed side and you think he can go ahead and find that submission, snatch that neck, potentially knock out Bryce, which I don't see that happening, then he makes a ton of sense as well at $7,900. If you need a tiebreaker here, you want some additional insight, we have 5 cappers at WeWantPicks.com. It's me, Jacob, Artem, Betsam, and then we have an artificial intelligence, quite literally a neural net artificial intelligence that is learning based off of past results, making picks, giving you the confidence levels of those picks. We have all sorts of tools, insight, and information on the website. One package, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's $10 for an entire freaking month. That gets you out to UFC 319. Bunch of super chatterooskies, $1.99. Nope. Already got you, pal. Next Lennon says, I can eat a Big Mac in sub 30 seconds for show. Ooh, man, I don't think so. Now, I did the minute, and I wasn't able to finish it in a minute. I went in a little too cocky. I had to take it out of the package. That took a couple of seconds. If I really, really tried, I would definitely get closer, but it was not fucking easy.
As somebody that seems like they're a competitor, you really did kind of bitch out. You quit early.
The problem is I only had one Big Mac. I didn't have 2. And my thought,
because you already had eaten the one.
My thought was
on the way home, you get a road Big Mac.
My thought was this is going to be easy. So I took my time and I thought I was going to be like, see, and that's not, I was going to cat it. And that's just not how that went down. 270 super chat from Space Monkey. Angelo over 270 pounds and he pulls guard. First of all, never would I pull guard ever in a million years. I'm definitely not over 270, but I'm closer than I should be. Never pull guard. Pulling guard is for pussies and wimps and women. Not happening. Pulling guard is dumb. You should quit the sport if you can't get a real takedown, you clown shoe bitch. $2 super chat from Space Monkey. Angelo owes Jake and all of us a weigh-in. I don't.
Hey, you said you're under 270, so I'd go get it right
I'm
now.
under 270. I'm under 270.
I don't know.
No, I'm definitely under 270.
I mean, I was watching that vlog, and there's a couple angles.
That was just not a flattering outfit. And it was only an extra large. That wasn't a 2X. That was not a flattering outfit.
I don't know, man. I think it's
not
a real issue.
I need to lose weight, for sure. I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but, like, I still got these cannons, and I'll fucking wrestle the fuck out of any of you bumps.
I don't know if you realize.
I didn't flex. I was just
there.
going like this. See? The
Nothing
light, you know what it
happened.
is? The light flushes out the $1.99 from Bub Collins. Jacob, been too long. Can you sit? No, he's been singing this whole fucking stream, Bub.
Angelo, what's your favorite artist?
Vanilla
Old
Ice.
man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
Is this Cats in the Cradle?
Old man, look at my life.
Send this to your father.
Like you were.
Was that Cats in the Cradle?
I'm a lot like you.
Okay, we gotta be done with that.
I got something the whole day through.
Okay, it took $100 for me to truffle shuffle. For $2, you can derail the
I bet there's
entire
only
stream.
about-
Apparently,
I bet there's only like 5 people that know who that was or what's on this. What a great song, though.
I've heard that song. I don't know who it is though.
It doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you. It's a great line.
That's unbelievable. Space Monkey said, "Why do you keep ignoring my super chats?" We don't ignore them. We hit them up after the breakdown. We don't interrupt the breakdown, buddy. We got to all of them. We appreciate every last one of you, and you're cranking up that leaderboard. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Nikita Krylov taking on Bogdan Guskov. Nikita Krylov, 30-10 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that knockout loss to a resurging Dominic Reyes, taking on Bogdan Guskov. 17-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Nikita Krylov is a guy that's been around forever. He's fought a whole bunch of very high-level people in this weight class. That's why I was surprised to see that he was young. I expected him to be 38, 39 years old, but he isn't. He's got good wrestling. He's got good striking, good forward pressure.
I cannot believe you have the Ukrainian flag with Nikita. That's going to cause a lot of issues.
That's what they have him listed as. Did he convert?
Oh, he, like, what do they call that? He, like, denounced.
Defected?
When the war started, he was doing nothing. He, like, chosen to be nothing, and then he said he's a proud Russian.
Oh, he picked the side, huh? Damn.
Oh, he picked a side, and it's not that side.
Well, this is the flag they had for him, so I'll swap it if he's officially
I would
swapped.
apologize to him in the Kremlin.
100.
I would bow down. I would bow. Hey, Mr. Putin.
If that's not the flag that he wants to represent, then I'll happily switch it.
Separatist, yeah.
Separatist. Then I'll happily switch it. I'm just going off what is quite literally listed on the website. Copy paste. Nikita Krylov, good wrestler, good pressure, good grappling. He can strike with a lot of people. He's not the best striker in the world, but he can hang with most. Solid takedowns, averages more than 2 per fight. As I mentioned, he's coming off that knockout loss to Dominic Reyes, which was a little unfortunate because Dominic got to him and got to him early. He's taking on Bogdan Guskov. This guy is heavy-handed as hell. He likes to come forward. He will throw big. He'll mix things up. When he's striking, he's fast. He's got some very real power. He does keep his hands low, but he's got good enough footwork, nice combinations. If he does not get an early KO or he doesn't have enough striking success, he may initiate an offensive takedown. Problem is, if he gets taken down, we saw there are some skills that need to be improved on the ground. He just fought Billy Elekana. He beat Billy Elekana. But that first round, he was taken down easily, and he was controlled, and he was worked, and it was like, uh-oh, this guy doesn't have a lot to offer on the ground, and that is why Nikita Krylov is the favorite. That's why he's the favorite, because of the gap on the ground. The problem here is Nikita just got knocked out. Bogdan hits like an absolute freight train. And apparently you don't need eyebrows, Jacob knows this, to have success in life. So Bogdan Guskov with no eyebrows could absolutely...
I am not successful in life. I really kind of have nothing in my life.
Okay. We have this together. We have each other, Jacob.
By the way, Bogdan hit a sweep and choked this guy out in the first round. He's got nothing on the ground. What a joke.
He was taken down almost instantly.
He
and
swept the
exposed.
position and almost choked him out.
He
did
gave
choke
up
him out.
4 minutes of control time. Okay?
He has nothing to offer. He hit a sweep and choked the guy out.
He gave up, I'm going to pull up the exact amount
It's
of
3
minutes
minutes and
of
40
control.
seconds.
Yeah, 4 minutes of control
Yeah,
time.
and he
taken
won
down
the round because he almost
easily
choked the guy out.
against a short-noticed middleweight bumping up.
Yeah, he took his time. He hit his sweep and he almost choked the guy out.
Well, then you tell me why Nikita Krylov's the favorite if it's not the grappling gap.
Well, Nikita's a better grappler than fucking Billy Elekana.
Elekana. I think I'm gonna pick Nikita to win this fight because I do think he can get it done in the grappling department. But Bogdan Guskov is a phenomenal underdog. We just watched Nikita get slept. Bogdan Guskov hits like a freight train. He is absolutely the more dangerous of the two here. So win inside the distance, decision, no action type play on Bogdan would make a whole lot of sense here. I am going to pick Nikita, though, because of the wrestling and the grappling. I didn't like how easily Bogdan was taken down. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, short notice. He wasn't really expecting a takedown. He got taken down, didn't panic. Obviously, he was pretty heavy on him in that fight, and I wasn't panicked. You could see he knew he knows what he's doing on the ground. He was just waiting for the guy, short notice, gassed himself out, hit a sweep, almost got the submission, and ended up getting a submission win in that fight. Obviously, it was more of a TKO, but then he just grabbed his neck because he just felt like, I think I had a TKO bet, and it fucking didn't hit because of it. But it is what it is. Bogdan is a former lock of the week winner. He is going to be the better striker in what should be a mostly striking matchup. Krylov is a guy that he is fucking all gas, no brakes a lot of times. And those entries and that striking is pretty sloppy. Obviously, if he can get a takedown, he can probably get the control. He's a bigger, more physical, and more experienced grappler than Elekana. So if he does get a takedown, I fully expect him to kind of dominate that round. But as you mentioned, I don't know if the takedowns are still going to be there. Bogdan will slow down as well, but he's a tough son of a bitch. And his BFF is who, Angelo?
I don't know who.
I do not know.
I'm too busy typing up the bet I just placed.
You want to tell the people?
Bogdan Guskov win inside the distance decision, no action. Plus 140, half a unit.
Yeah, it's probably not going to go to a decision. You can probably just play his money line.
I'm not going to do that because I think he gets out wrestled, so I get a refund.
He's probably going to get finished if he gets out wrestled. The guy slows down. He's probably going to get finished regardless. You might as well just play the money line at plus 170.
It's too late. It's booked. Who's his best friend?
I would just fucking play the money line if you're going to play it.
Bill Hader?
Walter Walker, Mr. Grappler himself.
Oh.
Mr. Sneaky Grappler. So Bogdan became friends with Walter Walker. All of a sudden, he almost submitted a guy once and then did submit him in his last fight. We might see a little bit of a heel hook situation here. Oh, you want to grapple? Okay, let's fucking grapple.
We will not see that.
I'm taking Bogdan. He's a better striker. Krylov's sloppy. Bogdan's former lock of the week. Stay tuned.
There we go. This should be an interesting fight. And like I said, Nikita Krylov only being 33-year-old is baffling. I thought he was like old, on his way out. And it's like, actually, not really. So this could be a fun absolute.
But age is just a number, and he's fight-wise is probably like 40.
He's a little beat up in fight years. He gets finished as well. Nikita has been finished on both sides of that coin. He's been subbed. He's been knocked out. He's also been to grinding decisions. This could be a really fun fight. We're going to find out how good Bogdan is or is not at this point in his career. I'm looking forward to this fight. I did just sneak that bet in. If you want to check out every bet that we have, not only for this card, but we have future bets as well. I think Jacob has 6 units of future bets on the board. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access, and that month gets you all the way to UFC.
John Silva, JDM, DDP.
Are you retarded?
Doesn't say how much. Half these people don't even have fights scheduled.
$2 from Space Monkey. Oh, Space Monkey just listed every bet on premium. So, what am I doing? Like if Ange needs to weigh in.
Sharon.
R.I.P. Oz.
Sharon.
That show was unbelievable.
Wasn't that like one of the very first like family shows, or was that like the same time as the Kardashians and stuff like that? It felt like the original one, and that was a great fucking
I think
show.
It was before Kardashians because I think I was young when I watched it. It was on MTV too. It was great.
Yeah, I know. That was like that was the transition of when MTV started going from like
music to reality TV.
It was 2002 to 2005. Doesn't it feel like it was late 90s or something?
2002 is crazy. When did Kardashians start? Because I never watched that.
At the same time. Oh, I watched the shit out of the early Kardashians.
I never did. I know people, and I'm not
That was
like,
right around when they were doing like the Hills and stuff too, and like
I was gonna say I watched
Beach.
the Hills.
Dude, Laguna Beach came out when I was in high school, and that was a fucking because they were all like in high school and we were in high school, and everyone just imagined that they were like. Our
The
high school was
Hills
there. I was in the
finale-
middle of Indiana, and all the girls were like acting like fucking Laguna Beach, California girls. Like, fucking relax. Your dad has a fucking John boat.
The Hills finale is one of the greatest TV show finales ever.
It started in 2007, so this definitely was before.
Yeah.
it.
Do you
2002
remember
is
the
early.
Hills? Do you remember the Hills finale? Unbelievable finale.
No, I really liked when it went away from
Spence and Heidi.
Spencer was great, obviously. That whole thing and stuff. Who was it started getting a little. I started stopped watching when she moved in and she became friends with that other brown-haired girl.
LC and the long-haired chick
that like lived in her complex with her when she like started like
I
moving
forget
around
her
and
name.
stuff. I don't know, but that's why I stopped watching.
What made that finale great, and we're definitely aging ourselves here, is it was a reality show, right? It was these young people, they live, they're just starting their own life, whatever. It was a reality show, these rich kids. And you kind of they grew up on camera and all these other things. But there was always people like, it's scripted. They're like, no, it's a reality show. And it was hard to tell. Like, no, it's real, but there's some situations. And the finale was very real. It felt real. They stopped, and then the camera zoomed out, and they're on a set. And they were like packing up the set. They're like, cut, good job, guys. And then you're like, holy shit, was this scripted the whole time? Or was this just a finale? It was really cool ending. They did a really good job with it.
What was your favorite BET show?
Real Husbands of Hollywood with Kevin Hart. Fucking fantastic show.
Talking about growing up, not like just one of those fucking everyday shows these days. I'm talking about growing up.
Bow Wow show was a fun show too. 5th in Park, 7th and 12th in Park, 11th in Park.
106 in Park, you fucking idiot. And Bow Wow wasn't even one of the first ones. He kind of took over the show. I was watching it back in the day.
I mean, I was 100% serious with the Real Husbands of Hollywood, though. That show was fucking great.
I know you were.
Yeah. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have a new matchup. We have Asu Almabayev taking on Jose Ochoa. Asu Almabayev was already on this card, full fight camp. He was supposed to fight, was not Rafael Estevam, Ramiz. He was supposed to fight somebody else. And now he's fighting Jose Ochoa on short notice, and yet Jose Ochoa is the favorite. This is some of the most dramatic line movement I have seen in a long time, and this happened quick. Asu Almabayev opened as a minus 400 favorite, quickly became the underdog. He was a slight favorite for a few minutes. That steadied for about a day or so. Then he became a dog, and this is where these odds have been for about 2-3 days, and I'm surprised. Because I get you thinking this fight is close, but I am shocked that the line moved that dramatically. Asu Almabayev, 21-3 in his career. He is 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that knockout loss to Manel Kape. Taking on Jose Ochoa, 8-1 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that first UFC win. Asu Almabayev is good. He's a flashy striker. He can be a dominant grappler. He can control the striking range. He'll spin. He'll shoot big takedowns. He'll control on top. He doesn't go looking for submissions, but he does a good job snatching them up in scrambles. He can do all the things. He's got cardio. He's busy as hell. He did just get finished by Manel Kape, where it was just clear Manel's the much better striker. He's taking on Jose Ochoa. Jose Ochoa is a well-rounded guy also. He's happy to slug it out or work some grappling. His takedown defense is solid. He does a really good job defending the actual takedown. None of this like side head hitting nonsense. No fake guillotine. He just stuffs the head, works his hips, and goes from there. He has his own incredible pressure. He's got good volume. He does have some raw power. He is hittable, but he is durable. He can hang. He's coming off that knockout win over a very, very chinny Cody Durden. I'm pointing that out because I think some people are doing 1 + 1 = 2. Oh, Asu Almabayev was knocked out by Manel Kape. Jose Ochoa just knocked out Cody Durden. Boom. That's not appropriate math here. Asu Almabayev got knocked out by one of the better strikers in the division.
That wasn't that a nut shot or an eye poke? What it was something. It wasn't even like an actual knockout.
Yeah, he wasn't flatlined. There was a weird exchange in the mix there. And Jose Ochoa smoked a very different Cody Durden than we have had. Previously, Cody Durden was like a durable dog, and now he's like chinny and has cardio issues. It makes no sense what's happened to Cody Durden.
Yeah, the Cody Durden that I picked to be lock of the week versus our guy Charles Johnson, and he won that fight, has not been this. He's not been that since, because he was just fucking nonstop, 15 minutes, wrestle.
It doesn't make sense what's happened to him, and he is chinny. He's always been a little chinny, and now he's officially chinny. So the only reason I'm pointing that out, this isn't a dog Cody Durden for no reason breakdown. This is here's your context for the last two finishes. I think Asu is the slightly better fighter everywhere. I don't think he has the power that Jose has, but I think he's a better wrestler. I think he's a busier striker. I think he has better footwork. I think he sets a better pace. And he's the one with a full fight camp. So I'm going to pick Asu. I have a small bet on Asu at minus 105, so I missed a point. At minus 105, I think he gets it done. I think he's just the better fighter, and I'm surprised to see. The opening odds were definitely too wide, but more appropriate than these current odds. Asu Ambayev is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I obviously don't love the short notice, especially flying across the world, and I've been burned by Peruvian fighters before, and I'll say this. I believe that Jose Ochoa is going to win this fight and get fucking screwed on the scorecards. It just feels like it's going to be that fight where he has the big moments in the striking. People are going to wholeheartedly almost agree like he had the bigger moments. All he was doing was hugging and holding this guy, and they're going to give him a fucking like a 29-28 with a random 30-27 thrown in there for fucking Asu, even though everyone thinks that Jose Ochoa won the fight. He's a dangerous striker. He's going to be the better striker, the more active striker, have the bigger moments as a striker. Asu, if he gets the takedowns, I don't think he's going to be able to just kind of backpack this guy. He's going to keep working. Jose Ochoa is going to, make him work in those exchanges. So it's just going to be a lot of hugging and control because he's trying to squirm out of the position. Asu is not going to want to leave those positions because he's going to know that Jose Ochoa is the better striker and very dangerous. Short notice, maybe all the wrestling kind of catches up and Asu can have better control than I think he's going to have, but I think a full camp, Jose might smoke this guy, and I still think he's going to win this fight and get screwed. They're going to credit like the takedowns and holding way too much, but Jose's going to have the bigger moment, so I got to pick Jose because I think he's the better striker and he can do enough defensively in the grappling, but it feels like he's going to get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a competitive fight. Like, Jose's a gamer. He'll get after it. It's not as if he's a bum and these odds are baffling. I just disagree with them, and I think Asu is the better fighter, and I think Asu wins. I have that bet on Asu. I have no DraftKings insight for you because we don't have pricing yet. I saw a comment here, why don't we have pricing yet? That's because it's a new matchup. They just announced this the other day, so pricing is not here just yet. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top, and you will get every single pick, every single bet, every single tool that we offer for $10. Not just for this card, but every card for an entire month. That'll get you all the way out to UFC 319. That's WeWantPicks.com. We did just get a voicemail literally 2 seconds ago. I saw the email come in. I'm going to go ahead and play it.
No,
Are you ready?
Tatiana got a fight.
She's underrated hot. Here we go.
Yo, Jacob is the GOAT. Angelo is fat, and Gene Silva sleeps Diego Lopez in one.
Okay, listen, I agree with 2 out of 3 of those statements, and it's definitely not Angelo being fat. Listen, that's not a phenomenal picture, but it's not awful, dude. You make it sound like she's a disgusting swamp creature.
We looking at the same thing here? That looks like you. That looks like you if you lost 50 pounds. That's what you would look like.
Maybe that's why I think that's attractive.
Literally, look at the camera with this face. That's not what she's doing, Angelo. Are you fucking stupid? She's looking at the camera. Look straight at the fucking... Yeah, that's literally...
It's not quite straight.
If you lost 80 to 100 pounds, you are Tatiana Suarez.
I disagree. And I also think I'm attractive, so maybe I agree. I played that voicemail. Did he say his name? No. If you want to leave a voicemail, 1-866 We Want Picks. Jacob's the GOAT. Angelo's fat. Fucking asshole. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Shara Bullet taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. Shara Bullet, 15-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off of his first career loss to underdog lock of the week, Michael Venom Page. Taking on Marc-Andre Barriault, 17-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that insane knockout win over Bruno Silva, which did snap a 3-fight skid. We've got some crazy odds here, and I kind of get it, right? Because Shara Bullet is a comic book villain. This guy's got one eye. He's missing teeth. He's got a homeless beard, and he's a psychopath. He's an absolute psychopath. A couple of years ago, he popped onto the scene. He was a regional undefeated guy that was knocking everybody's heads off. In the
I
UFC,
literally thought, I kept seeing that fucking video of him, like his walkout and his eye and stuff. And it probably was like not until like a year later when he was actually signed where I was like, I thought that was fucking AI.
You didn't think that was a real person?
No, I didn't. I had no idea. I thought it was like a fun, like the most like typical like Dagestani Russian scary UFC fighter. Because during one of his walkouts, he walks out with like a UFC jacket on or something, and it's like he's not in the UFC yet. So I literally thought it was just AI generated. And I'm like, wait a second, this guy's fucking real.
No, he looks like a psychopath. He does not look like a real human being. We met him at UFC 303. Nice guy. English isn't spectacular. Nice guy though. I filmed a little video.
Guy.
Oh, he was in the lounge, and I went over there. But my neighbor's a big fan of his, so I was like, "Can you do me a favor?" And can you? And so he did a shout out to my neighbor, and I sent him the video.
Did you fucking kiss your wife in front of him? Don't do that.
Why? What happens? Why can't I kiss my wife in front of him?
Do it and see what happens, Angelo. Fucking dare you. I would fucking love to see that shit.
All right. Why do you see me kiss Tiffany so bad? Cuck. Anyway, that would make me, I'm the cuck if you kiss her. Okay. Listen, I started by saying he's a comic book villain, and he used to fight like one. He would get after it, wildly aggressive, tons of finishes. Shara Bullet was an insanely dangerous man outside the UFC. Inside the UFC, little hesitant, little technical, bounces like crazy. He's always up and down, touch, go, touch, go, touch, go. Hasn't had as many finishes at the UFC level, but he is still managing to find them. He is a very busy striker. He does have an insane chin, and he's insanely busy, in and out, very, very fast. He's coming off that loss to Michael Venom Page, which Jacob and I both predicted. The reality is he just had a really hard time with Venom's wild movement, weird stance, the in and out, and the jumping back and forth. He's taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. Marc-Andre Barriault is definitely the more well-rounded of the two fighters. He's got solid kickboxing, decent takedowns, okay jiu-jitsu. He's typically looking to pressure forward. He'll wear you down. He'll throw 100 strikes. He'll land most. He gets hit a ton. His output is great at 6 significant strikes landed per minute, but he's getting hit with 5 as well. He's not particularly powerful. He doesn't have a best chin on the planet, but he did just knock out Bruno Silva, where he quite literally put a dent in his head and ended his career forever. I don't know where the hell Jacob just went. But Marc-Andre, I'm going to pick Shara Bullet here. Marc-Andre is the type of weird guy that will have a great outing and make something happen. He's the type of guy that'll just show up with a very good game plan and a solid chin. But I don't think Marc-Andre is going to be able to get this done. Shara should get it done. The odds feel somewhat appropriate here because it's going to be, in Jacob's words, a mostly striking matchup, and he is the far better striker. Even if Marc has some success, Shara's chin is just way too damn good. And wrestling-wise, we've seen Shara get taken down, work his way back up really well. So I don't know what Marc's path is other than just sheer insane volume and pace. And even then, I think Shara takes it, especially with these judges. A, where did you go? And B, what do you think of this fight?
Yeah, I mean, his path to victory is basically what he's known to. I mean, what the fuck are you laughing at?
I asked what happened, and you didn't answer. You just ignored, and then I heard an airdrop noise. So God knows what the hell you're doing.
I didn't realize you were my fucking probation officer.
Yeah. Who
You
just
might be
said
an
that
officer,
airdrop
but
to?
you're not fucking
pervert.
But you're not fucking my officer.
Uh-huh. Who do you think wins this fight, man? What is happening on that screen? For Christ's sake. The poor child on the other side of that. Yeah, you motherfucker. I knew you were doing something fucking stupid. I don't love that.
Yeah, if Marc-Andre Barriault comes in and just stays in this guy's face, crowds the kicking range. We've seen Shara kind of struggle with pressure before, and he's got to stay on his bike for 15 and land in the process, and maybe he's not able to do that. I mean, we just saw a kind of point fighter lose because he just wasn't quite doing enough. Now with the judges, over there, he's going to have the bias, and he's going to have the crowd's going to be oohing and ahhing with every kick that he throws. So if it's a decision, he probably should get the benefit of the doubt in those type of situations. But Marc-Andre's got to stay in his face, use the clinch, use his veteran savvy in this fight. I've been very anti Shara since he's been in the UFC. I picked against him for Lock of the Week once with Armin Petrosian. Armin was finally having some success. We were at that stupid fucking Cosm place, and I watched him get spinning back fist twice. I doubled down against Shara and made MVP my Lock of the Week, and he fucking smoked him. Obviously, MVP is a little bit different than Marc-Andre. I got to take Shara, but I'm fucking staying. I can't bet this guy, especially at minus 650. He just hasn't shown the same finishing ability in the UFC, and if you're just kind of point fighting from the outside, I mean, it's a recipe for disaster, honestly. But honestly, I hope Marc-Andre, tell me this isn't a great fight, because I was talking to Cody about it the other day. If Marc-Andre Barriault loses to Shara, Cody Brundage and Marc-Andre be a great fight.
I mean, that could be a fun fight. Cody gets after it immediately. Mark can be a little hesitant sometimes, but when he starts moving forward, that could be a blast. And he's probably going to lose this fight. So there is a possibility for that to happen. Jacob and I both on the Shara side. First of all, I rode the shit out of that segue. Okay. I was terrified. What's that? Oh, God. Shara Bullet is my pick. Shara Bullet is Jacob's pick. Shara Bullet is expensive in DraftKings Fantasy, and that's where it gets a little tricky because where was that? We went to go see a show. Was that? Oh, that was when we saw Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll, when he...
Surprisingly good stand-up. Jacob heckled a comedian. What a fucking joke.
I want to tell that story again because if you guys have never heard that story, I forget about that story, but it's fucking incredible. We randomly went to see Nick Kroll. Did Tiffany get you those tickets? I think she did.
Yeah, it was like my birthday or something like that.
Yeah, so we went to go see Nick Kroll, and our expectations were fucking low. I mean, obviously we know who Nick Kroll is, but I'd never seen his stand-up. I didn't know. It was incredible. You could tell he was still working on material. He had his notebook or whatever, but he was telling this story, and it was just a story to lead up to the joke or whatever. And he was telling this story about a breakup, and he was going through some stuff. And this is like in a smaller theater. It's not like a stadium. It's just like a basic theater, like you normal stand-up comics are. But it's pretty small, and we're in like the front section or whatever. Not front row, but front section. It's very quiet because it's like he's telling the story about this girl broke up with me, and I didn't know why and stuff. So I just asked her. and this is him telling the story, and then my reaction to it. And I smoked a little bit before we went. Remember we were forced to buy shots. We couldn't buy drinks. We had to take shots. Do you remember that?
No.
They literally, there was no drinks. So like, we're just selling shots. So we bought shots. We did shots. But he's like, this is the scene. Nick Kroll's on stage, just dead quiet because he's telling the story. And he's like, I was, you know how comedians draw the stories out. I was with this girl, and I thought she's going to be the love of my life. And, and she broke up with me, and I was confused, but I really wanted to understand why she broke up with me. So I asked her, why would you break up with me? And she just looked at me and said, I just don't love you anymore. And it got so quiet in there, and I went, damn it, that loud, just that loud in the whole I went, damn it, like that. And he started laughing on stage, and he was like, and everyone else started laughing. He's like, yeah, damn it, man. Because it was just such a sad moment. And in that moment, I actually felt bad for him. He's like, yeah, she said, I just don't love you anymore. And I literally just went, damn it.
It was very loud.
He started laughing, and everyone started laughing.
Yeah, it was definitely that moment was funny, and that show was way funnier than I thought he was gonna suck, honestly. But his stand-up was
good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was a good time, and you know what else is a good time?
It was way better than fucking Bill Burr. Bill Burr was fucking terrible.
I like Bill Burr a lot. That show he was definitely working on some things because his special was mostly that with some refinements. We were early in his tour there. All right. Shrek Angelo's a good-looking dude. I'll take that all day. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's only $10 for an entire month. Oh, fight simulators there. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Petr Yan. That looks more like Dave Portnoy than me. We have Petr Yan taking on Marcus McGee.
Say that again.
That looks more like Dave Portnoy than me. And Dave Portnoy has even stitched this dude singing songs because everybody's like, that's Dave Portnoy. That's Dave Portnoy. That looks a lot like Dave Portnoy. 100%.
Hey, whatever you say, Angelo.
I will say it. We got Petr Yan taking on Marcus McGee in the co-main event at UFC Abu Dhabi. And these odds seem very wide to me. Petr Yan 18-5 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, but he is on a nice 2-fight win streak, taking on Marcus McGee, 10-1. Marcus McGee, 5-0 in his last 5, coming off that win over Jonathan Martinez. Petr Yan, as we all know, former bantamweight champion of the world, phenomenal striker, fantastic takedown defense, surprisingly good offensive takedowns as well, and he is a problem for a lot of people because of how dangerous he is offensively, how sound he is defensively, and how good his takedowns can be. He plots forward, he's got that Muay Thai style, he will blast away with power and accuracy, averaging about 2 takedowns per fight, solid 84% takedown defense. He's coming off that pretty one-sided fight over Divas and Figueiredo where he more than doubled his strikes. Taking on Marcus McGee. Marcus McGee is a powerful guy with heavy hands. Good takedowns, one-punch knockouts all over his career. Takedown defense is solid. He's got slick submissions as well, and he uses those in scrambles. He sets a nice pace. He carries his power late in the fights. He's coming off that decision win over Jonathan Martinez where his leg was getting absolutely smoked. So he had to hop on that bicycle and stay far, far away. This is a tough fight for me to pick. I was surprised that Petr was a big favorite, and it's widening. You can see it open at minus 550, but those odds were gone instantly. Just the other day, he was minus 320. Now he's minus 380. So in my world, it's widening, right? If you bet it a month ago, maybe you got those crazy odds. But right now, it seems to be widening, and I'm a little surprised because Marcus McGee is good. He's durable. He's got that big-ass head. He's got power. He's got good takedowns. He's very, very strong. And I understand Petr's far more accomplished. I understand Petr's just a better fighter all around. But this feels like there could be some spoiler in here. I'm going to pick Petr because other than me saying it just feels weird, I got to pick Petr because he's just a better fighter everywhere. Technically sound defensively. He's got a good chin himself. He can do all the things. So Petr's going to be the pick, but I have absolutely zero bets on him whatsoever because it just feels dicey here. What do you think? Jacob, why was there a random Hooters background?
No, out of everything, that's what your mind chose to remember. Huh?
I've seen all the other ones. That one was...
You have any good Hooter experiences?
I've been to Hooters one time in high school with the wrestling team. Never any. Oh, actually, and I was coaching in Florida, and I was in the other coach's wedding. People really just love me. So I was in his wedding, and we went to...
the bachelor party was at Hooters?
The rehearsal dinner was at Hooters.
What?
Was it the rehearsal dinner? Yeah, I think it was the rehearsal dinner.
The rehearsal dinner?
Or was it before the wedding? We were wearing our suits and shit, so maybe it was before the wedding. We went to Hooters as a wedding party. I know that.
That's like Florida. The most white trash thing I've ever heard in my life.
I said Florida. I said it pretty clearly.
Oh my God.
Like Floridian
You're a fucking
Florida.
pervert.
Not moved to Florida. And he was a young guy. Actually, he was a nice kid. Young guy.
You're a pervert.
What'd I do? I didn't choose it.
Oh, I want the chicken breast. Do you guys have breasts?
You are a sex pervert.
Who do you think you're saying? No, the funniest thing is when...
Look at the deflection.
Well, you said sex pervert.
Yeah, there you go.
The funniest thing I saw was, Stavi. Stavi was doing a promo for Mamdani, the going to be mayor of New York City.
I'm bored already.
It was Mamdani versus the former governor, Andrew Cuomo. And Stavi does the video, and he was like, "You're going to vote for a sex pest?" And that was just a hilarious... Sex pest was a hilarious thing to say. Who do you think wins this fight?
1 second, Angelo. Let me look something up real quick. Okay, we're looking at... I just want to talk about something. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. We're looking at a resume here. And we're seeing a Jose Aldo on it. Right? Obviously, again, kind of a post-Conor Jose Aldo, but we're seeing a Jose Aldo. Then we're seeing a loss. Okay? Then we're seeing a win versus Corey Sandhagen, which he lost the first round, but it was a 5-round fight. Then we're seeing a loss to Aljo. And people, this and that, but Aljo won that fight. Then we're seeing a loss to Sean O'Malley. And then we're seeing a loss to Merab. And then we're seeing a Song Yudong fight where he's 1 round away from losing that fight. And then we're looking at the Figgy fight, which is probably the best he's ever looked. But are we thinking that Petr Yan is better than he actually is? I think Petr Yan is just fine. He's a good fighter. He's a top contender. But I had Aljo in that rematch, and there's a reason for it. Now, that probably doesn't apply here, but Petr Yan is a guy that fights close fights. Petr Yan is a guy that typically loses the first round of fights, kind of getting his feel of things. Marcus McGee isn't a Figueiredo that's just going to stay on the outside, try to throw the big shot, and if he can't land the big shot, he's probably going to lose. Marcus McGee is a guy that stays in your face, active with the kicks, active with the striking, can get takedowns, can defend takedowns, can have scrambles, is a big physical guy that is known for just staying in your face and landing big shots. So let's say devil's advocate here, hypotheticals. Petr Yan comes in, does typical Petr Yan, drops the first round. Now he's got to win the next 2 because I don't know if he's going to find a finish versus a guy like Marcus McGee. He's got to win the next 2. Let's say the second round's close, but Marcus McGee lands a bigger shot because he's capable of landing big shots. He's knocked people out. All of a sudden, because of one shot or maybe one scramble or one takedown or one situation, Petr Yan now needs a finish in this third round. All I'm trying to say is that I am picking Petr Yan because he should be the cleaner striker, maybe get a takedown or 2 if he needs it. But this guy typically takes the first round off, has close fights, and Marcus McGee is a guy that will also match volume. And if volume is being matched as the fight goes on, and somebody landing more powerful shots, could see
Then
them
what
say,
happens?
Oh, interrupt, Angelo. Interrupt.
Yeah.
Right when I was about to make my fucking point.
The suspense. I couldn't handle the suspense.
It's a Michael Jackson thing. You let it build. You sit there.
I'm very familiar with that.
And the crowds. And then he had.
Dude, it's just the man's fucking face jiggling.
Angela fucking hates that song.
When you do this, it's just Amanda's face like on your stomach.
You are a sex pervert.
Sex pest. We're split here, but we've talked about this before. If there's a spectrum, there's Corky from Life Goes On all the way on one end. Jacob is like right there, and then we get to the fight portion of the spectrum.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree. It's not crazy that Marcus McGee can win a round with a takedown.
I picked Petr, but I'm not like I told you. I had no bets in this guy whatsoever. Marcus, I feel like Marcus could absolutely pull this off. I'm just slightly over the Petr line, so that's what I was saying. You and I are opposite sides of the pick.
His last
but
3 wins
there's a scale
in the last 5 years.
Yeah, but he beat Sean O'Malley. Well, you didn't. It's interesting how you didn't say he beat Sean O'Malley. That was a bullshit decision.
Petr Yan, Sean. Oh, it says fucking LOSS right here, you fucking
weird.
retard.
Oh,
The hell are you talking about?
Isn't that interesting?
And his wins, he dropped the first round versus Corey. He's 1 round away from what?
So?
What do you mean so?
He won the fight. All of a sudden, it matters.
5-round fight. Yeah, he dropped the first round. That was the whole. Did you not listen to a goddamn
Did he win the
thing I
second and the
said?
third round? Did he win the second and the third round?
Not only that, the 4th and the 5th, Angelo.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So who gives a fuck about the first?
Okay, yeah. Who gives a fuck, Angelo? Fuck it. Who gives a fuck about anything in this life?
I mean, that's a whole separate argument to be had.
You won't make him your dog of the I picked Piotr to win the fight. I'm just trying to warn people.
I thought you picked Marcus.
No, I picked
that
Piotr.
whole
He's a better
fucking
boxer.
thing. You ended up with Piotr.
I tried to warn people last week about Zellhuber. I tried to warn people last week against Kopylov. I'm sitting here trying to warn them again that you might need some hometown fucking cooking for all your parlays, because all I'm fucking seeing this week is the same bullshit that I saw last week. Zellhuber and everything, Kopylov and everything, Holland and everything. I fell victim to it as well. I'm just trying to fucking warn the people that Petr Yan typically has very close fights, and it only takes one mistake in a close fight in one round to lose the fucking fight. And Marcus McGee's a big physical guy that stays in your face. It's going to be close. Everyone has Petr Yan in every fucking parlay, and I hope they all get fucking smoked again.
Yeah, I mean, I have 0 bets whatsoever on Piotr because I don't quite trust him, although I am picking him to win here. And it's actually not I don't trust him. I do trust him. I am very high on...
He's a fucking dog, man.
I'm very high on how good Marcus McGee is, so I'm worried that he could be better than I think he is, and I still think he's very good. So, therefore, no bets. Picks and bets are not the same thing. I would not treat them the same thing, but if you do want to see every single pick and every single bet...
I placed a Marcus McGee plus 3.5 personally.
There you go. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click become a member at the top. A lot of people, what I see, people are always commenting after events, whether they're good events or bad events. There's always people that have done well, obviously, and they attribute their success to whatever they want. Lots of times I get, hey, I always bet on the fighters that all 4 of you agree on. Or I always bet on this, I always bet on that. And I've got to start doing some stats around those type things, like where we all agree, how often that hits, things like that. But this seems like a fight that could definitely get a little tricky.
Plus 120, and Marcus just has to win a round.
Yeah, he could definitely win a round. Because I like the over on this fight. I think this goes to a decision. So if we're talking about overs, and you're talking about Petr Yan's a slow starter, not insane, WeWantPicks.com, click become a member
at the top. Are you a slow starter in the bedroom, or are you typically in and out there pretty quick?
No, I'm in and out. No, just heavy wienering immediately.
You still get pretty erect pretty fast?
All day. It's a problem, actually. Too much.
Aren't you around young kids a lot?
No, they're gone all day. Don't you
Ryan
work at
Rose
a camp?
just randomly said,
Don't you work at a camp?
Please stop cursing.
We'll be right back.
Next up at UFC Abu Dhabi. Oh, let me go back. I'm sorry. Whoopsies. Space Monkey. I didn't see this. My bad. He says, Tati is a friend, a gym buddy, and an inspiration. See? He knows she's pretty. Space Buddy gets it.
He didn't say that at all.
A friend, a gym buddy, an inspiration. Pretty.
I have a friend. My dog's a friend. Still looks like a dog.
Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Robert Whittaker taking on Rene Derrider. Robert Whittaker, 26-8 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that finish loss to Khamzat Chimaev, taking on Rene Derrider. And I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I love pronouncing it like he's a French. 20-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is on that 4-fight win streak, coming off that big win over Bo Nickel. Bobby Knuckles is one of the most well-rounded, one of the most talented, one of the best middleweights that has ever lived. I mistakenly, in my quick pick video, said the only people he's ever lost to in the last 12 years are to current champion Dricus du Plessis and Israel Adesanya. I have to add Hamza to that. And I don't know how I missed it in that intro because I spent a good amount of time talking about his teeth getting shoved in by Hamza and how he blamed it on like, that happens all the time. Oh, that teeth thing, that's nothing new here. The reality is Robert Whittaker's got good hands. Robert Whittaker's got great fight IQ. He's got great athletic ability. He's fast. He's strong. He's good at all the things. He's not even that old, considering how good his career's been. A lot of you showed up after COVID or during COVID, and you don't even realize that Robert Whittaker was the middleweight champion of the world for like a good period of time, and he beat some phenomenal fighters to get there. And then when he lost his belt to Izzy, he beat everybody else. Everybody. Works his way back. I thought he beat Izzy in the rematch. They didn't give it to him. So then he again beats everybody, loses to DDP. DDP's the world champion. gets a win, comes back, loses to Khamzat. Khamzat might be the world champion in 3 weeks' time. Robert Whittaker is one of the best middleweights that has ever done it.
Say it again. Oh, say it again. Say it again.
Khamzat Chimaev could be the world champion in 3 weeks' time. He's taking on Renier de Rider. Renier de Rider is a giant. This dude is huge for this weight class.
Bullshit.
6'4". 6'4". Striking is just okay. He's more of a grappler than anything. He is the former 2-division champion in 1 FC. He's a solid grappler. He's got good takedowns. He's got great submissions. He's very tall for this division. He uses that length really well. If he doesn't have a lot of success striking, he literally will just size you. He'll just fucking be big and swarm you, get you against the cage, drag you to the ground. He definitely thrives on the ground. He can be a bit out of sorts on the feet if it goes a little too long. He's coming off that finish win over Bo Nickel where Bo set himself up for failure. When he jumped guillotine, all it did was let Renier know, like, oh, okay, I'm way better on the ground. And the size difference was incredible. And I love Robert Whittaker. He's one of the best, one of the most well-rounded middleweights of all time. But at a certain point, your favorite fighter is officially past their prime. And I think that point for Robert Whittaker was when his teeth were hitting the thing that dangles in the back of your throat. And it's an unfortunate situation because Robert is very good. He's a phenomenal personality. He's got all the skills. I would love to be dead wrong here. I would be rooting for Robert. I hope I'm wrong. I do think Renier's going to get it done. He's just massive. He's a good grappler. I think he can absorb whatever comes at him, bully his way to Robert, and kind of drag Robert to the ground. Robert had a little bit of a hard time with DDP. He did a lot of successful things in that fight, but the unorthodox DDP is what gave him a little bit of trouble. Renier is also unorthodox. He comes at weird angles. He's just big and awkward, and all of that might work for him. I'm going to pick RDR. These odds keep tightening and widening and tightening and widening, and that makes sense to me because this is a tough fight to pick. But I'm going to pick RDR in my heart. I'll be rooting for Bobby Knuckles. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I've been on the good and the bad with RDR. Obviously, I thought that he was kind of fraudulent in the way that he can strike. And you watch that Gerald Meerschaert fight, and I think most people watch that Gerald Meerschaert fight, and then he's getting ready to fight Kevin Holland. And I know Kevin's not the biggest guy in the world, but you're like, oh, yeah. I mean, Kevin Holland's just going to fucking knock this guy out. And he just kind of very methodically just grabs a single leg, pulls him to the ground, and just fucking just mauls this fucking guy. And then you see him come in against Bo Nickel and just control him on the ground as well with just, as Angelo said, just like pure size. The guy's just a fucking brute, and he knows what he is. He's not going to try and stand at range and fucking do all the Robert Whittaker, all that bullshit. When Robert Whittaker blitzes in, if RDR is not already in this guy's face, push him against the fence, he's just going to grab him. That's what happened with Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel with the striking, kind of lunging with the striking, he just kind of grabbed him, put him against the fence. The ease at which, and Bo Nickel's not like the biggest middleweight either, but when Bo Nickel had this guy and they were in like a 50-50 position against the fence, the nonchalant way that RDR just, his back is against the fence with Bo just fucking laying on him in this 50-50, and RDR just would go, and just very slowly, like there wasn't like he's digging the underhook and ripping the underhook side, and then he puts him against the fence, but it's a little bit of a struggle. He literally just went, and just slowly just move Bo Nickel and just put him against the fence. If he gets Robert Whittaker in those same positions, he's just gonna overpower it. I mean, DDP, that takedown against Robert Whittaker was like the most bullshit takedown ever, but it was like unorthodox. It was fucking just heavy. It was just, he just kind of like grabbed him and dragged him to the ground. RDR has those sloppy fucking hip toss. He just fucking steps over. And he's just so big and strong that you're hip on hip, and he just fucking folds you over his hip. He tried it a couple times on Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel is fucking knows that shit's coming. He's fucking really good at defending all that type of stuff. Not saying that Robert Whittaker doesn't have good takedown defense. Just statistically, his takedown defense is one of the best in the division. But you look at the people he's fighting, people that want to take him down have kind of taken him down, and he really hasn't fought a ton of grapplers since then. I just think RDR is he's just a fucking brute. I'm done fading the guy. I bet the guy. We'll see if he ends up being lock of the week. I'm still in decision here, but he just fucking probably just going to march forward, fucking grab him, take him to the ground, control him, and find a submission eventually.
Yeah, I mean, a certain point, size does matter. So you and I are on the same side here. I was surprised because you and I have both been very high on Robert Whittaker in the past. We both talked about how good he is.
I had Paulo Costa as my lock of the week against Robert Whittaker. So, but I think Whittaker did beat Izzy in that second fight as well. I mean, he's definitely good, but he can. I wouldn't be surprised if RDR chins this guy. I mean, with that come forward, just kind of like. I mean, he gets dropped by jabs all the time. Yeah. Like Robert Whittaker gets dropped by jabs, and RDR is just he doesn't throw hard, but he's got just solid fucking just TKO type resilience. So.
Well, and Robert Whittaker's he's in a weird situation here. He's been the same fighter. He was better than basically everybody except Izzy, right? He was better than everybody except one guy. And now people are catching up because Robert's kind of the same guy. He's got that same, he runs in with the wild combination in the pocket, then he comes out.
1-2 head kick.
He runs in. He'll run in, grab the body for a takedown. Like he's very well-rounded. He's good, but it's the same rush-in type style. And that exact rush-in, he could literally run right into a punch. That's exactly.
And RDR showed. I know it's Gerald Mearshart or whatever, but he showed that, and he showed in fight before. I mean, obviously the one where he's up, or the fucking that crazy guy, and the fucking where he got a guy.
Well, both his losses are to the same person.
Yeah, but he showed that even when the fight turns sloppy, he has no issues with just being sloppy and just winning a sloppy fight too. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. No, I don't quite have a bet here. I want to root for Robert, so. Unless you make RDR the lock of the week, then I got to root the other way. But I do I do think RDR is going to get the win. $7,800 in DraftKings Fantasy. You need dogs. You need dogs to fill out that lineup. I think he's a great dog here. This is a very tricky fight card. If you want a little bit of help, if you want a nudge, you want a little advantage, you want to hear some other people's opinions, see some write-ups, use some tools, have an artificial intelligence tell you what it thinks will happen. Go to WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10. You can unlock it not only for this card, the next two fight nights, and then UFC 319 right after that. It's $10 an entire month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Let's go ahead. I'm going to leave the app screen up. We do have some voicemails that have been coming in. People are begging. I got to proofread these first. Oh, here we go. This one's for you.
Jacob, I love you. I am also Ginger, and JDM sleeps Islam in one.
I'm not a fucking ginger, but thank you for the other stuff.
I don't know if that's true.
You know, Khabib's already coming out and saying, "Yeah, this is definitely probably the toughest fight for Islam. They're trying to get out ahead of it."
Josh even said that, and Josh, everybody calls him an Islam nut hugger and a Dagestani because he's at AKA.
Smoke, dude.
Josh is like, dude, that is by far the toughest fight for him. He's like, JDM's huge. I was surprised to hear that because he is definitely partial.
I mean, look at the way that fucking little-ass Volk was able to scramble around and make Islam work and how tired he got. Now imagine fucking big-ass JDM flipping and flopping around like a fish. The guy doesn't settle in any position. And to get there, you got to fucking get there. And he fucking lights everybody up. It's going to be easy, bruh.
Here we go. Another voicemail.
Hey, Meatball Edge. This week, we're going with Davey Graham by round 4 spinning breakfast. Let's go, Night Hawks. Yeah.
Round 4.
And David Graham? Who's David Graham?
Can we get some actual good voicemails, people?
I don't know. I don't control what these people say. Here we go. These
are all the people that sign up for Kill Tony that are like, oh, yeah, I'm funny. My friends think I'm funny. And then they have no idea they're not funny.
Here's one.
What's up, Big Ange? I'm currently rubbing out to you right now. Goodbye.
Thank you. If you need me to send moaning noises or anything like that, just let me know. I'll help you out, bud. I got you.
Do your best ASMR in the mic right now.
Of what kind of ASMR?
I mean,
there's a girl that's
yeah, dude, do it.
Here, take this off. There's a girl that would put shaving cream. Yes. Okay, we're fucking done. You
Keep
put your
going,
hands behind.
please.
No, you put your hands behind your head. We are fucking done. If you want to download the app, you can download the app. The app is 100% free. We want picks in the App Store. Download the app. Make sure notifications are turned on, and you will get push notifications anytime we place a bet. Anytime things are updated, Underdog.
He is a sex pervert. He watches. That's all he watches. His whole TikTok feed is just fucking.
The ones that hit my TikTok feed are at bedtime to go to bed.
You actually get those sent to you, you fucking pervert.
Yeah, just hit the. It'll just be in the algorithm. Just,
Yeah,
I
I wonder how it fucking.
how the algorithm.
The
works.
TikTok algorithm is like the most specific thing ever. They're only going to
It's
send you
live. It's just live videos. This guy says, "What number do I
You get live
call?"
ASMR videos sent to you every night.
This guy says, "What number do I call?"
shit.
It's 1-866 We Want Picks. Leave a message.
Oh my god, dude! I've gotten like one time, and that was it.
Well, keep in mind, I'm rebuilding my algorithm from scratch because I got the.
So the first thing when you got your TikTok back was watch ASMR videos, and they're like, "Man, this guy fucking."
He
you
loves this
search
shit.
for it. Do you search for stuff on TikTok?
No, actually, yesterday I searched for the pasta salads. Did you? Or the antipasto salad? Did that drama hit your TikTok? It was incredible.
No, I don't get anti-pasta fucking
no,
TikTok stuff.
no.
Mine
It
is
was
like
good.
all dogs.
The antipasto TikTok drama.
You
was
want an
fantastic.
insight on my life? Me and Minty Betch just send each other.
Yeah,
dog videos.
let's just do a 10 swipe TikTok challenge. See how many tits pop up on your feed.
It literally is none. Look, swipe. Oh, don't let your girlfriend see this. It's a lot of motivational stuff right now. It's a lot of.
I'm reading "Don't Kill Myself" books. Wait, what?
It's definitely like literally. It's just all fucking.
Oh, here you go. Techniques. Oh, is that the dude who knocks himself out?
He's being Dustin right now. If
That
you
dude
love
that knocks
somebody-
himself out is from Connecticut.
If you love somebody, you will tell them, Angelo. Can anxious and avoidant relationships last?
Dude, what do you search?
And then
Here,
it's
let's
like
see.
all fucking. Most of my stuff's lab stuff.
Mine's a lot of Barstool. Here's some Barstool. POV football days. Oh, it's a TikTok shop. Oh, this is a car guy that was selling cars, making content, did a great job, then thought he could be a full-time content creator, left his job, makes no money now. WNBA hate. More TikTok shop. Me every morning scrolling through the... Oh, Madison Humphrey's hilarious. Mine's all just funny shit. Guys...
I stopped listening so long ago.
Oh, why don't you listen to the Fight Simulator? Because that's going to simulate fights 100,000 times and tell you who it thinks wins and give you all the stats along
That's
the way.
a 21-year-old girl doing jumpy jacks, Angelo.
What is?
Yeah, we all saw it. We all saw a little phantom
We'll
swipe.
just swipe back, dumb dick. That's what's her name? The skinny girl Margaritas. She's 68 years old. That's a dude. That's
Why
a
you get so
dude.
defensive?
Because this is a dude. And that's Big Cat. You fucking clown shoe. Okay. Tape Index, available on the website. Lines everything up. Does all the research for
Why
you.
does this why the hell are you on this TikTok?
That guy looks fucking sweet, by the way. You see that little fat kid? Yo, guys.
Look at Angelo. Holy shit. Back-to-back Angelo TikToks.
That one's unfortunately actually closer. Data Analyzer. Research tool that'll line up every fighter on every card. You select your fighter on whatever card you're doing research on. It'll pull up their stats and their opponent's stats. You can then add filters to deep dive the information. You can go ahead and see how many significant strikes people are landing in wins, in losses. You can see how many takedowns they're getting. Use all that information, take it to your favorite sports book, and go ahead and place your favorite bets. We have tools like the line movement tracker. This will give you the opening odds, current odds, win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. You have tools like the Prop Hunter, a curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets, and even more talent. It's not just me. It's not just Jacob. We got Bet Sam. We got Regional Rain Man.
Hey, he's a dude.
And we have an artificial
You know what
intelligence.
that
We
is?
want picks. No. I thought you were singing me out. I was doing the outro while you were singing.
You don't know that song?
Doozy doo?
How old are you?
I am
He's
40.
a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude.
Oh,
The
a
world
dude.
Dudes, hey.
No. Haven't
Welcome
seen
to
it.
Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can't take your order. You never
Yes.
seen Good Burger?
I know what Good Burger is. I've never seen it. Never seen it. If you guys,
That's like saying I've never seen like The Departed.
I have seen The Departed though.
I know, but that's like what like everyone
It's
should
not
see
like that.
Good Burger. It literally is like that. Titanic,
Yeah, but it's not.
Departed, and Good Burger are the 3 movies everyone should see.
Okay, maybe on my next work flight, I'll watch Good Burger. That would make me a pervert. Just watching a Nickelodeon movie from 20 years
Somebody
ago.
really wants you to play their voicemail. They just said
I played them all.
nope. They just said it.
There's just another one that dude called back saying I'm. It's not. There's nothing.
The perv producer
Oh,
for Nickelodeon.
we just
is
got
in it?
one.
Yeah, he's like the restaurant
Here.
manager.
We just got one. Here, this is it.
What's up? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking high. But, Saeed Nurmagomedov, he's gonna drown Bryce Mitchell.
Dude, turn that shit off.
That's
Maddie,
this dude.
Maddie
That's
MMA.
this
I
dude.
thought you're in all caps. Please play the voicemail like it's gonna be something good, and it's you fucking monotone breaking down some bullshit fight from 2 hours ago.
Oh, he said that was not him. All right, I'll do. Are you the ginger, Maddie? If Maddie's the ginger, there's one other one that I skipped. And then that's it. And then we're done. We're shutting this down. Here we go. This is it. Dude, shut that shit up.
Jacob, what's up? Love you, bro. Hey, no shame in being ginger. But anyways, I would love to hear your top 3 lock of the week of all time. Thank you. Have a great night.
Well, he bailed, so sorry. That's what happens when you call him a ginger. He's out. The reality is he does have a top 3 lock of the weeks. He had one of them was the dude who beat Onama. Another one was the dude who beat, I can't remember them all. What I can remember is that I will send you $50. The only thing you need to do to get that $50 is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our affiliates using the link, make a deposit. We will send you $50 as a thank you. Thank you for the watch, guys. We appreciate every last one of you. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, click that subscribe button. We got about 37-something thousand subscribers, and it says that 50% of the people who watch the videos are not subscribed. So click that button. We appreciate every last one of you.